Good afternoon, I'm Jacob Reimer. The Cincinnati Reds look to get back in the right direction tonight in Chicago as they visit the Cubs. Earlier today, the Reds recalled right-hander Chase Petty from AAA, and he'll get the start tonight for Cincinnati. First pitch is at 7:10, moved up 30 minutes due to inclement weather. Also today, Reds infielder Sal Stewart was named National League Rookie of the Month for April. As for the Guardians, they remain on the road. They're in Kansas City, begin the series with the Royals. Tanner Bybee gets the ball for Cleveland. They get things started at 7:40. The second round of the NBA playoffs gets underway tonight at Madison Square Garden. The 76ers are taking on the Knicks, and the Spurs host the Timberwolves. The Cavs will begin their second round series with the Pistons on Tuesday with Game 1 in Detroit. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union, voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
You're about to enter a land of audio delight so awesome that you'll drop all important obligations to get your daily fix. Even Marconi, inventor of the radio, couldn't have imagined the pleasures that are about to invade your ear hole.
Oh, yes.
Try as you might, there's no escape. Let's begin.
Paul, good afternoon.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Doing good, Mike.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
With special guests, Nicole Sheeran.
Yeah, dog.
Jen Winters.
I will kick you in the junk.
Jeff Rimmer.
I will be around to haunt you forever.
And Chris Collinsworth.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Broadcasting live from the corner of Cracky and Sacky.
Excuse me.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, common man. Now, you know how you're always saying that there's goo sometimes that's on your desk?
Not at my
Not at your desk. I mean, right there on the countertop where you're sitting for the entire show.
Yes, because Rothman is an animal.
Someone might have bled on my workstation.
Bled?
Got
some bleeding gums Murphy over there?
I just touched this. I thought this was a dried up red spot. I didn't know if it was some kind of, it almost looks like the wax that you would put to seal an envelope. And I touched it and it was wet and it's, looky there.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Looky there. What could that be? Is that ink?
No,
Is it some red ink that slipped out of a pen?
You just dipped your finger
God.
in someone's pool of blood.
Maybe I should lick it.
No, don't lick it. Don't do that.
Walker is going to tell me that I have AIDS.
I was just going to play it, stupid moron. You just squirt me, too? You just squirted me.
Did I squirt you?
Yeah, you got me.
I get you with the sanitizer?
That residual sanitizer.
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Attaboyoli's how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
I think it's okay if you lick it, right?
Yeah, sure.
If you have like an open wound, a cut, and the infected blood gets in there, that's bad.
Right, but you can drink it.
You can probably drink it because it's going to go down your stomach. Acid's going to kill all that.
What if you put it into like another open orifice?
Anus.
A noose.
Yes, we know.
Or something else. Like droplets into your eyeballs. I don't know.
Well, that's probably not good.
It's a difference.
I'm just saying it's
well,
probably
you
not
know
good.
what? I guess that's it for me. I'm going to die now.
You know what's amazing to me? We got a big show today. We're going to dedicate the show. We're going to do all that. How you doing over there, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
We got a big show today.
What's amazing to you?
It's amazing to me how we pretty much sell murder weapons at every single store. Like, you can walk right in.
I mean, I suppose you could get an aluminum baseball bat at Dick's Sporting Goods. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I was watching one of the Datelines, and they were, one of the wives, they killed the husband. And the way that she killed him was she put Visine in his water.
Oh, man.
And apparently, Visine in the eye, A-OK.
Right, yes, that's its intended use.
Visine down the gullet, it's like rat poison.
I got news for you, Mike. There's a lot of liquids that are just like that. where you can use the liquid for cleaning.
No, I know
but
that,
guess
but
what?
normally you can't.
Drinking the 409?
You can't douse
Not
your
good.
eyes with 409.
No, you shouldn't
Right?
do that either.
It's still going in a
Read the
very
label.
sensitive area. However, it's fine in the eyes. But if you ingest it, you can kill somebody.
Bad, huh?
I don't think enough people know about that. It's like when I first had a kid, I had no idea that you couldn't give a kid under 1 honey.
I don't think I know that even now.
You could kill him. Right, but that should be
That's news to me.
what they teach.
Maybe I knew that back then, but that just goes to show you, because you and I, we've both been one and done in the kids game. And we've seen a lot of our coworkers get into the kid life, and we've even had this discussion on a show. I generally like to take a back seat because I was on the other side of that where Sarah and I were having Jack, and we had come across some overly pushy friends that seemed to
You mean everyone?
that seemed to just know everything about everything and telling us, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'll never forget, everybody was on my ass about the clothes for the baby because we had already decided not to know the gender. So we'd already made that choice. So you got to keep that in mind. That goes all the way to when poop, it pops out, okay? And they're like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to see the baby is born, and then later that night, when Sarah's still at the hospital, I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna buy 20 onesies, just like that. It's gonna take me 5 minutes, and that's exactly what I did, and it was
There's
fine.
a factory strike though in China, and they're out of onesies.
And the nation's all out of onesies.
Yes, you
No
can't
more
find
onesies in America.
onesies. No.
Well, then I'm gonna just wrap them up in a little
It's a
towel,
onesie
little blanket.
crisis.
But I forgot about the honey thing. I think I knew it
bad.
at the time because we never gave our infant son Jack honey, so he made it through.
I
that
figured
first year.
it out then. Once the baby was born, you read stuff, or I don't know if Kristen told me, whatever it is. It's not like I'm going to have the baby just sitting there licking honey, but it can kill the baby. And I feel like we don't talk enough about these things. Visine in the eye, okay. In your drink, dead.
All right, so
Honey,
we know that.
delicious for anyone over 12 months of age. Anything less than that could be dead.
Was the Visine the idea to try to sneak attack, like the mom in The Sixth Sense? Of course, featuring our guy Haley Joel Osment.
Well, because because Visine is tasteless.
The mom was putting some kind of household cleaner, like a Pine Sol or something, into the girl's soup, remember?
Right.
And she used to say when they discovered the camera that was sitting there on the bookcase where she had filmed this, but she couldn't give the video to anybody because she had already died. And it was, oh, honey, don't complain about how it tastes. Your mother works very hard.
That's right.
Meanwhile, she's sipping the soup, like choking to death.
See,
on
that's the one way I know my wife is not going to kill me, because that means she would have to actually cook something and give it to me.
Well, she could maybe open up a can of Campbell's soup.
No, she's not
and
going. She's not going to give that to me
Pour
either.
a little household cleaner in it.
No,
It's a waste of cleaner.
I don't remember last time she handed me anything. Just hand me a glass of water. I'd be suspicious.
Oh, come on.
I'd be suspicious.
Come on. She has.
I got you some water.
Come
you
on.
look parched.
Oh, you're trying to kill me with the Visine, aren't you, bitch?
Lord knows she's got water. She's got plenty of water.
That's just for her.
She
That's
can
her own
supply the
hydration
entire
station.
neighborhood with water.
You should have seen her this weekend. We're going out shopping this weekend. We were out for an hour and a half.
Did she take a Gatorade jug with her?
She brought like the Gatorade jug that you would dump on a coach. It took up the entire back seat.
You have to put it in the trunk.
I gotta
strap
stay
it in.
hydrated.
Yeah.
All right.
Why do we need so much water to
Hey.
just go somewhere for an hour? In the places that we're going to go, guess what? They've got water. They have it. You stop in to get a coffee or something. Hey, can I have an ice water as well? Oh, sure. Coming right up.
It's a very special day today. It's May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. Teddy likes Star Wars, right, Teddy?
And also with you.
I do. I'm a big fan. Yeah,
I
Timmy
used
loves
to do
Star
this
Wars.
show.
May the
No,
force
not
be
really.
with you, Teddy.
Yes, and to you, Timmy.
I just asked him. He said he didn't care for it.
I don't know
Timmy
why I have
likes
to, why I have to
Star
put it
Wars.
like that.
I thought that's what you said to
I said
me.
I've seen the Star Wars. I like them. I wouldn't classify myself as a Star Wars nerd. I've never dressed up as a Star Wars character. The most we've gotten into it is, remember they had those toys They had the toy lightsabers that like were retractable.
Cool.
Me and Jack had those, and they would make sound effects, and we'd beat the S out of each other with those.
Sounds like a great
really
time, yeah.
And they had the red one that was double-sided, so you could pretend that you were
the Sith. Yeah.
Darth
Maul.
I think it rhymes with a Maul.
Darth Maul, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, happy Star Wars Day.
Happy Star Wars Day to you.
For all of you that participate. Don't do that. That's Dikembe Mutombo's here.
Not today. I never thought that my Chewbacca would get confused for the late, great Dikembe Mutombo.
All right, we are going to dedicate the show to someone very special today. Very special show. Plus, I have determined that planet Earth is no longer a place I can live. And I'm going to tell you why coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got slower traffic on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East split and Livingston Avenue. And there's also a slowdown on northbound 71 on the south side from Greenlawn Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by Ashcroft & Oak. Show her, you see her. She carried a human for 9 months and all you did was eat the snacks. This Mother's Day, step up. Show her you see her with a push present from Ashcroft & Oak. Shop today at fornowandforever.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We are hiring. If you are a garage door pro or even just the handy person who can fix anything, we're hiring at Deluxe Door Systems. We're a 30-year garage door staple here in Columbus, willing to pay big to get great people. Apply at deluxedoorsystems.com.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus?
The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked to 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST, or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
How many different ways can you consume morning juice? Let's see. Live on YouTube, live on the Fans HD3 podcast on demand, and on 10TV Plus. And we'll send Bobby right to your house.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
The Fan.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can build a winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mostly sunny start to the work week for us and windy and warm with highs getting into the mid-70s. As we head into the evening, we could see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, some which could have heavy downpours, otherwise mostly cloudy tonight and breezy with lows around 60. Tuesday, the first half of the day looks good. And as we head into the second half, we could see showers and storms develop with breezy winds and highs in the low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
All right, before we talk about how I don't belong on Earth for a variety of reasons, have to dedicate the show today. Longtime radio voice of the New York Yankees, John Sterling, has passed away at the age of 87. This is a guy who, from, I want to say, 89 to 2019.
Yeah, here's a guy.
Didn't miss a broadcast. Over 5,000 games in a row.
Over 5,000 games called, over 215 Yankees postseason games called. An absolute sports broadcasting icon, and you absolutely do love. There's a special place in your heart for guys that are local to your team.
I want to talk about that with Jayson Stark today.
Networks, you get that with baseball. You get that with hockey. You get that with basketball. And they all seem to be under attack right now. And I hope that we can all come together as sports fans and figure out how to make this work so we still have our local broadcasters. The NFL is really the only one. It's the only major North American sport that doesn't do it that way. But Yankees fans, I know, are very, very sad today.
So if you've been listening to this show for a period of time, you know that I like to play some John Sterling cuts and make fun of him. And maybe you're saying, well, he just died. Are you going to do that today? And the answer is yes. That is his legacy. Let me tell you something. When I drop dead, I hope the next day you're playing clips of me and laughing. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I'm a fan of broadcasting.
Well, you know what? The Yankees do get to play the Orioles right now, and they're about to come away with a 4-game sweep. So everything is quite all right for them.
You may not think about broadcasting a baseball game as a dangerous profession, but John Sterling proved us all wrong.
And Holmes at the belt. And now the 3-2 swung on, a pop foul back here. Ow! 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 It really hit me. I didn't know it was coming back that far.
Maybe I should turn my microphone on. We also have many home run calls, memorable home run calls.
You're doing that a lot more lately.
Because look, at least John Sterling made it to 87.
Right, you're not even halfway there.
I'm not.
You're not even halfway there. You're a radio professional. You're forgetting to turn your button back on half the time.
Well, the sad part is I'm more than halfway there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That foul ball clip, it sounds like That really hurt. Didn't he get hit in the forehead?
It's a baseball hitting you in the face.
You can hear the crack of the ball. You're wondering, like, was that like the ball hitting the table and maybe it got a piece of his hand or his arm? No.
Here's the aftermath.
Doinked him right off the forehead.
This is the aftermath. By the way, Susan Waldman is his long time. By the way, kudos to the Yankees for having a former opera singer as your color analyst for radio.
And Holmes ready to deal. A ground ball to third. Donaldson squares, throws to first in time. Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. You know, that foul ball actually hit me. It kind of glanced off my forehead. So I took one for the team.
Okay, John. My star of the game is Kyle Higashioka, who wants to know if you're all right. Are you okay, John?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I am okay. Just a glancing blow.
Just a glancing blow.
John!
It's great.
John!
That's good. Just a glancing blow.
Here's a memorable...
Tis a scratch, just but a flesh wound. I'll be okay.
Here's a memorable home run call.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on, there it goes. Deep left center. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. But caught. At the wall. Caught by Tapia. Boy, I thought that was gone. So Stanton got close. He sent Tapia back to the wall to make the catch. And the Yankees come up just empty. That would have tied the game.
I want to point out that John Sterling is doing radio only. So most of the people do not have some sort of visual reference to what they're seeing. They're only going by what John says. And, you know, natural human reaction is you hear the guy say it's out of here.
That sucker is gone. Yeah.
You're excited about it,
sure.
right? You can't see it. You're excited about it. You're taking his word for it. But
he called over 5,000 games.
I'm
Mistakes will happen, and we're here like poking fun at just the few times he made those mistakes.
It's not a few. It's many times.
More.
And we have many more cuts to play.
The pitch to Stanton. There it goes. Deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone out of the ballpark. A Stantonian home run. Now, what did I do wrong? What did I see wrong? He's at first base.
You saw everything wrong. The whole thing was
What happened
wrong.
in that play? Why was he at first base?
I don't know.
Was this single? Is that what it was?
And, you know,
was it a walk?
Sometimes he'd get so enthusiastic during his home run calls that he would actually start to say offensive things like this.
It is far. It is gone. Second deck.
Second deck.
Upper
Second
deck.
It is far. It is gone. Second deck.
More John Sterling audio sprinkled throughout the program today as we celebrate.
I love the guy.
The great broadcaster. I have decided that I don't belong on Earth anymore. Maybe you're listening and saying, well, Common Man, I knew that a long time ago.
I was going to say, you just came to that realization this weekend?
But sometimes I just see some things that remind me. And
this is how you remind me?
That's right, Nickelback. The Savannah Bananas have packed 102,000 fans into Texas A&M's Kyle Field in College Station.
I thought of you instantly when I saw this because I, too, couldn't understand this. And it wasn't just that they had their Texas tailgaters and Dude Perfect was out there, which, by the way, like, our credit to Dude Perfect for what they built. Like, they're still a thing. Like, are they going to be going into their 50s still doing, like, are they going to be the Steve Buscemi's? How are you doing, young children? Like, doing their trick shots in their big giant play center in Texas?
Are we?
It's a fair point.
I'm saying, are we going to be in our 50s doing, hey, party, Walker says I have AIDS.
Touche. And to all of our listeners also, we're all like shrugging our shoulders, wondering, yeah, okay, maybe it's all right. But it wasn't just the 102,000 that were in Kyle Field as it was configured for baseball. They showed a couple of shots, I don't know if you saw it, of some sort of like outdoor pregame party. It looked like the Cleveland Cavaliers championship parade. There were that many people
the whole town
just
showed
stuffed in like sardines, all wearing their stuff. I obviously have to give them their respect. I mean, anyone that sets out to do anything, whether it's a show, whether it's being a stand-up comic, anything in show business, you are trying to go after the biggest audience you can conjure up. You want to spread as much joy as you can to all the people out there, and all these folks are coming to see their thing. I don't get it. I really can't understand it. It's a fake baseball team, and people are like buying their shirts. If I save up my money, I want to buy a new Orioles t-shirt or a jersey or a Mitchell and Ness throwback Cal Ripken jersey, something like that. I'm not going out. And much respect to the Harlem Globetrotters, too. I'm probably not buying a Globetrotters t-shirt and saying, hey, guys, you like my basketball shirt today? Or buying a Savannah Bananas t-shirt. They're all wearing their stuff.
Even at the
They're
height
all loving life.
Of the Globetrotter popularity, though.
Nowhere near this.
I mean, it was nothing like this.
They had
nothing.
Wilt. They got Wilt on their team starting out, didn't they?
Was Wilt on the Globetrotters?
I'm pretty sure Wilt Chamberlain started off with the Globetrotters.
All right, if you say so.
Probably
he
back when they were
invented
paying.
The confetti bucket. He was the first one to use it.
How much of his list do you think he added to playing for the
bananas
Globetrotters?
Are just out of control. People are lining up in the streets to watch some
what do they do?
Mediocre pieces of crap throw 82 and do a bad bat flip.
Right. What do they do that really gets the people going? Is it the Stilts guy? I bet you Stilts guy really gets them. He hits, doesn't he? Does he have like a 14-foot long bat that he hits with so he can, scoop down into the zone when he's 20 feet up there?
You have any desire to go see the Savannah Bananas?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to go to Savannah. I've been there before. It's a nice little city.
That's where Paula Dean's from.
But, well, yeah, she's got a restaurant there.
Doesn't Savannah have the smell, like by the water, by the ports?
Yeah, there's a smell there.
I haven't been there since I was a kid, but that's my one distinct memory. It's like some kind of
fish,
garbage.
It's not. I don't know if it's fish or garbage. It might be some kind of element that's present in the
sulfur.
area. Might be something like sulfur. Maybe the bad pipes down by the docks.
Paper company.
Yeah, big paper town.
Yeah,
right.
But we went to Tybee Island, which is just off of there. It's fantastic.
That is a nice place. They do the golf carts in that town.
Yeah, they do.
Zip around on those.
Yes.
But we had the Savannah Bananas. They were here at Huntington Park. I think they played a couple of nights, and no one could get tickets. Tyvus
put them in Ohio Stadium. Apparently,
went out to it. Oh, yeah,
100,000 people. Go on out.
I mean, they're selling out Major League Baseball stadiums, so they had to go beyond that. They had to go to a college football stadium in the heart of Texas.
Hey, man, more power to them.
Right.
I just don't get it. And there's lots of stuff that it's not for me, but I understand the appeal.
You don't get either part of that.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a country music guy, all right? But who was the jabron who just set the record over it?
Luke
Combs.
Luke Combs.
Right? Evil Bald Colin was playing some of his stuff. I heard it. It's like, all right, it's not my thing, but I understand. I get it.
It's music, man. There's different strokes for different folks. It's
music, man.
I really love this Paula Deen kitchen table.
Music, man.
It's music, man. It just touches your soul a certain type of way. I tell you what, when I hear Luke Combs play When a Man Loves a Woman.
Hey, Inside the NBA is the greatest show on TV. I'll tell you why in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Watch for slowdown at the intersection of James Road and Dale Avenue. We've got an accident there causing that holdup. And there's a small delay on westbound 670 from 71 to 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down. Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99% APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
How do you make a UDF ice cream quake? Easy. Pick any flavor of UDF ice cream, add your favorite mix-ins, and you've got a quake. Now, how do you pick your flavors and mix-ins? That's the hard part. Ice cream quakes, only at United Dairy Farmers.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Hey kids, if you don't buckle down in school and do something productive with your free time, this is your future.
You guys ready to play like big boys yet, huh? Maybe pick out your own outfits in the morning?
Listening to Common Man and Timmy.
All right, Mikey's going to tell you why he loves Inside the NBA so much. They did a thing this weekend, if you didn't hear it. But first, he and I both had our numbers run, talking about our testosterone numbers. This was a couple years ago. The results were just staggering.
Chilling.
They showed us things that we probably already knew, but we had to go and see our friends at Tri-State Men's Health just to be sure. And we both experienced the vigor and maybe even the velocity. Our velocity was way up. Our numbers were just way
velocity,
up. Our
viscosity.
Velo, our exit velo.
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
It was coming out 130 miles an hour.
It's like BBs just leaving little holes in the wall.
Unbelievable. So I felt that quick little shot in the ace, and then I felt all that energy rushing back to me. Because this is the thing. You feel like those energy levels are just too low. You don't know the reason why. This could be at low T. Sleep is off, weight's not budging, your mind feels foggy, and the sex drive, it's not what it used to be. Well, you got to get that thing back to where it's supposed to be. So go to tristatemenshealth.com, start taking a look around. They've got 2 lovely locations here in Central Ohio. They've got some more stuff for you for their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and more. All the letters and all the numbers. With that low testosterone treatment, you could be feeling right as rain in no time. So go to that website, tristatemenshealth.com, and see our friends today.
Listen, looky here. I'm not an NBA guy. You know this. But when I'm flipping around and I see Inside the NBA is on, I watch it. And it has nothing to do with how they break down basketball. It's the fact that it's fun. And those guys are out of their mind. And I appreciate the hell out of them.
It's pretty simple formula, isn't it?
Yeah. When
people having fun on TV.
When somebody gets eliminated from the playoffs, they've been doing this for years. They put a little graphic up that says, like, gone fishing.
Gone fishing.
Right?
And they play some banjo music.
Like they had for the Celtics. Yeah. They had the Celtics players superimposed there. They also did like a Boston theme, so Bill Simmons was there.
They had BS. They had Damon
and Affleck.
Krasinski, Affleck.
And at the front of the boat, like Titanic-esque. She was at the front, and then he's got her arms around her.
Wrapped around.
It's Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini.
My God.
And look, I will give ESPN all the credit in the world. When I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but when they went out and they got Pat McAfee, I said to myself, they're not going to allow Pat McAfee to be Pat McAfee. They're going to meddle in his business. And so far, looks like they haven't done that. As a matter of fact, when McAfee gets in spats with executives, they fire the executive, right?
If anything, I think that Pat McAfee gets maybe a little bit too much in his own feelings.
Well, that's not the conversation that I want to have.
Just go.
But they let McAfee do his thing. And I think that's great if you like McAfee.
Yeah.
They said when they acquired Inside the NBA, we're not going to change this show at all. And I don't know if anybody believed them. But let me tell you something. The fact that you got Vrabel and Visine front and center on that graphic and they're just laughing about it, there's no way on earth an ESPN executive approved that image. There's no way.
No,
and that's
because
good.
The debate is raging on right now whether they went a little bit too far.
No, they didn't go too far. That's the show.
I think you know what our thoughts on that are.
That's the show.
I love it. Teddy, do you have me up here? Because I got to play the clip from, I don't think they did this time around, but when these teams got knocked out of the first round, especially when the Hawks, but you can make the case for these other exits because Boston was up 3-1. I know they didn't have Jayson Tatum, but it harkened back to one of my favorite clips when Charles Barkley was sending, I believe this was the New Orleans Pelicans, not to a place so nice as Cancun because of the way that they bowed out of the postseason.
Disappointed in New Orleans. Where they going, Chuck? Galveston. That dirty ass water. We're not even gonna send them to Cancun. We're gonna send them to Galveston with that dirty ass water be washing up on the shore. You people think they're in the beach. Y'all located. We y'all gonna send y'all to Cancun. Y'all drive y'all quit. Drive your ass down to Galveston. Come on, man.
So they're not taking a little.
Come on, they didn't even try, man. No, we're not getting them no plane ticket to the beach. We send their ass to Galveston, Texas, right where that dirty water washed up on the beach. They can't even get in the water.
Too good.
I want a shirt. I will buy a shirt that says "Drive your ass down to Galveston."
It's good. Yeah, Galveston.
We're dedicating the program today to John Sterling.
He's the best.
Long
One and
time
only.
Yankees radio voice. He's died at the age of 87. Would you like to hear some more John Sterling?
I would.
You know, John Sterling is so beloved that he actually had an opportunity to audition for Thursday Night Football. There was a rumor several years ago that Fox was going to get a Thursday Night Football package, and they were interviewing possible announced teams. And John Sterling
got
and
the audio.
His broadcast partner for Yankees radio, Susan Waldman, actually tried out.
Right.
Let's take a listen.
How was Brazil?
No, that's not it. No, that's not it.
What happened?
No, that is... See, wait, I got so much Sterling stuff, I can't even keep it straight.
How was Brazil?
That was Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin text messages.
Oh, my God.
As read by John Sterling and Susan Waldman.
I forgot about that little dust-up that the Miami Dolphins offensive line group had.
Well, that was a huge dust-up.
Big deal. Big, huge deal. Do you have it, or was it mismarked?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, geez.
I have sexy food texts with John Sterling.
Well, let's play.
I can't stop thinking about you as I spoon out this locally sourced cream corn into a casserole pan.
That's so romantic. I'm pounding out some veal right now, getting ready to lightly saute it in a red wine demi-glace.
You're making me hot. Almost as hot and creamy as this New England clam chowder I had for lunch. It was packed full of potatoes, just like I'd like to pack you full of potatoes.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I think I took it too far.
I'm wearing nothing but cheesecloth right now.
LOL. Sexy. I'm only wearing an oven mitt.
I'll be over soon. I have an appearance at a farmer's market this afternoon.
I can't wait to get you from that farm to this table.
LOL.
Is somebody reading sexy food text? Well, if so, Gaffietti wants to put his breadstick in somebody's foie gras right now. All right. How did you get in here? And who the hell are you?
I've seen you before. You're the winner chicken dinner guy.
You know it, brother.
I hate your face.
When we come back, I'm going to teach this broad how to dance. Only on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
All right, here's the backstory on that. We did so much of this crap, I forget the backstory. The backstory was...
How many of these are in the system?
Bobby Flay and Giada De Laurentiis were rumored to be dating. And there were potentially some sexy texts.
Okay. some racy
text between the two of them.
Were they locked in relationships? So this was like a out of marriage type of thing that made it more salacious?
I don't remember.
I don't know the status of those two people, Bobby Flay and whoever the hell you just said.
Giada De Laurentiis?
Giada De Laurentiis.
You don't know Giada De Laurentiis?
No, I don't know her. None too much.
You know her cans. She's got nice cans.
Are they cannons, though, or cans?
Cans.
It's another level when they become cannons.
No, not cannons. They're not Paige Spiranak level.
It was like that J.P. Morgan lady. Turned out to all be
J.P.
bunk.
Morgan lady.
Yeah, the thing last week.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there was the executive for. You know about that?
I don't know about that.
That was a hot story on Friday, and then the whole thing turned out to be made up.
Speaking of hot, we had some crazy hockey last night between
Game
Montreal
7.
and Tampa.
Yeah.
Game 7, Canadiens win the game with 9 shots on goal.
Amazing.
9 shots on goal. That is the perfect example of a game, by the way, where the Blue Jackets would have just shut down and crapped their pants.
Yeah.
Right? But they just kept grinding, kept going, never gave up. You can say, oh, they got a fluky goal at the end. It goes off of Vasilevsky's back. It's like, all right. But you threw the puck towards the net.
Yeah, that's
you got
how
the
that
nice
happens.
you got the nice bounce. You put yourself in a position to win that game. Your goaltender was standing on his head for the entire game. You get good goaltending, you're in it. I don't care how many shots on goal you get.
When I'm an innocent bystander tuning into games like these, I'm watching to feel what that environment is like. And it jumps through your television screen. When you're watching a Game 7, whatever round it is in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and when the home team doesn't win, it happens so fast when that game is over. Especially if you wind up with an overtime goal and it really is done that millisecond. But even when you're just trying like hell to get an equalizer and you can't get it, and then you left it all out there on the ice, guys are trying so hard. The effort levels that you see near the end of the third period of a hockey game that's a 1-goal game when it's do or die is like nothing else. And how about for the Canadiens? They've got a Buckeye goaltender.
That's right.
Shout out to Jakob Dobish, who's been really, really good for Montreal. He was with the Buckeyes. I think he got drafted by Montreal, then was here with Ohio State. Then the Canadiens held his rights, and now he's in the middle of it was almost like Jet Greaves. He played a few games, maybe 15, 16 games last year, showed some promise, just like Jet, and then has had a nice season here. Jet's numbers slightly better than him, but been really good.
Montreal, youngest team in the NHL, and it is the 4th straight in the playoffs, not in the NHL.
Yeah.
It is the 4th straight year that the Lightning have gone one and done. First round exit.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to see it, right? If you're a Lightning fan, they actually have standards down there because they've built this culture. You don't want to see it. I'm sure it also just chaps your ass that Marty St. Louis is the guy who's beating you.
Yep.
You know?
He's doing the Wolf of Wall Street thing,
Right.
which I've probably seen enough of that at this point in time in our lives, but he's doing that in the locker room, and guys are fired up, and why wouldn't they be? Moving on.
All right, coming up, the Big Ten is handing out some serious cash. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on Hilliard Rome Road between Smith Road and Manor Park Drive. And you're looking at a couple-minute holdup on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
During our Latin Flavors event, mix and match select varieties of fresh Tyson chicken. They're buy one, get one free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
truck drivers. Looking for a driving job that delivers the reliability you need? For 35 years, Schneider's Intermodal driving jobs have given drivers like you the stability they deserve. Schneider's Intermodal drivers enjoy drop and hook freight, competitive pay, and well-maintained company-owned containers and chassis. Plus, drivers enjoy frequent time at home, typically daily or multiple times per week. If Intermodal isn't the right fit for you, Schneider also has dedicated tanker and van truckload jobs. Find your intermodal driving job at SchneiderJobs.com.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Does your HVAC struggle through this rough winter? When it comes to your home comfort, trust the local experts at Columbus Worthington Air. Right now, you can save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with our trade-in allowance program. At CWA, we treat your home like it's our own with safe, reliable service backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit CWAOhio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
If your garage door looks like it's survived several economic downturns, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. For less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Whether adding a room to your home or a room to your budget, use the equity in your house to do big things by opening a home equity line of credit at Kemba Financial Credit Union for convenient, flexible access to cash when you need it most. Apply now at Kemba.org or visit a local branch and enjoy a limited time intro rate. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. NMLS 292230. Offer ends July 31st, 2026.
Thousands of students every year choose Columbus State Community College, earning degrees that open doors to in-demand jobs, stable careers, and real earning power. Columbus State is making Central Ohio stronger. Apply today at cscc.edu.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Fishy has just handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis get you started with Hot Take Tuesday, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then on Bishop and Friends, 10 o'clock tomorrow, Ryan Day will be on live with Bo.
Oh, baby.
That's right. 10 o'clock tomorrow. And then at 10:30, Dom Taberry. So you got your Ryan Day and then Dom Taberry live from Aruba.
Is he still in Aruba?
I think he lives there now.
I think he should be back.
Rothman and Ice, noon to 3. Tyvis will be on with them at 1:30. Bobby Carpenter, 2 o'clock. And Ian Fitzsimmons, Teddy's guy, playing golf with Jeff Sanderson.
Good times.
He'll be on at 2:30. And then tomorrow on this show, it's our jam-packed Tuesday show. It's too much show. We got Inside the Buckeyes. We got See You Next Tuesday. We got Rapid Fire. We got Timid Time. All of it.
We got everything.
And Teddy's taking the day off.
We got everything. I didn't get to tell you about. I didn't get to tell you guys about my day yesterday. So typical little Sunday. Started out. Jack was gone. So Sarah had a thing in the morning. I went out and got to play a little golf. And we had an evening dinner set up at the Hyde Park.
Ooh, for the anniversary.
Little anniversary.
Good for you.
And they're very nice. They must have had 19 different people wish us a happy anniversary.
Did they put the common man steak on the menu?
No.
What the hell are they doing over there?
No.
I give them so much of my money.
I don't know, man.
They got the gall to have Herbie's steak on there.
I don't know.
Piece of crap never goes in there, and he puts ketchup on his steak.
I wrote it in there. I wanted them to switch up the Urban Meyer so I could order you for dinner.
Urban Meyer won a national championship.
Just for a night.
He can massage all the butt cracks he wants. He's never going off that menu.
But that's the steak. That's the steak that I prefer. I like that 14-ounce New York strip. They give it with the crispy onion straws. Sarah got a delicious choice. She got the 8-ounce steak Griffin, which is the
Cabernet sauce, right?
8-ounce thick filet with the Cabernet sauce on it. And it's so...
Kristen likes the Cabernet sauce.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's such a tender cut,
well,
too.
filet screams out for a sauce.
It does.
Yeah.
In the New York strip, it's just kind of simmering in its own juices. It doesn't really need a whole lot. Give me those crispy onion straws, and then we're good. And
Which one's the New York strip with the garlic cloves? Is that the trestle?
The Nicholas?
Nicholas has got the garlic cloves? I love roasted garlic.
The Nicholas either has the cloves or it's got the red, green, and black peppercorn.
I just want to
with another sauce on it.
Garlic and just squeeze it out of the bulb and just rub it all over my body.
So what we did is we felt like we had to get a vegetable, but any way that the vegetable can be roasted with bacon in it, then that's even better. So we got the Brussels sprouts with the bacon. I never knew that I would love Brussels sprouts so much. There was that incident when I was a kid where my pop-pop stuffed Brussels sprouts into my Christmas presents and he wrapped them and everything, and I thought my life was ending. I didn't even want to live at that point. I was so pissed off.
He stuffed them into your Christmas present.
He's a jokester, yeah.
Sounds like a hole to me.
I mean, he did give me my set of golf clubs in the same Christmas. I look back on it, I feel like it was a pretty good joke.
My pop just took a dump in one of the packages and wrapped it up and gave it. He's just a kidder. He's just a jokester.
That's right, but then he gave you a leather jacket right after
Pretty funny.
Right?
Yeah.
Then it was leather jacket time. So I got the Brussels sprouts. I'll take some of that creamy corn pancetta. And I'll put that on the plate.
Delicious.
Let the steak sort of touch that.
Did you do a potato?
Cream corn. Oh, he did the fries.
Excellent.
The cone of fries.
They give you a cone of fries.
Oh, how great. I contend.
You contend.
That if you make the presentation, obviously an item's got to be cooked to a certain standard. Yes, we all know that. But if we're looking for tipping points, like if we're looking for like who's got the better fry, this place, that place, or that place, if one fry is just dumping them in like a little sack and another place has like a wrought iron spiral cone, and then they stuff it with wax paper with their logo on it, and then they just lay the fries in there neatly.
Sydney Sweeney delivers it to you in the crack of her breast.
And you say, nice cans.
Yeah.
And she's like, hope this is nice for you.
It's nice.
And you got the 2 little cup holders for the condiments on each side.
Now let me ask you this question, Mayo Boy.
They've got that aioli.
I know.
They got the malt vinegar with the mayo.
My problem with you is that you tell me that you don't like mayonnaise, and yet, aioli, it's delicious. That's mayonnaise. It's mayonnaise with some vinegar in it.
Yes, it's mayonnaise that's mixed, that's cut with something else. Okay?
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I've told you this before. I like some of the garlic aiolis that are out there. I like the little dipper that they offer up at RH, Restoration Hardware. Thinking about that place. I need one of those steak sandwiches up there. What do they got up there? The ribeye sandwich? What is it?
It's a prime rib sandwich. Ribeye sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
You guys all think I'm nuts. All right. I'm not saying it's cheap. It's pricey as hell. All right. But you want just some excellent food. I want you to go to the top floor of a furniture store at Easton. All right. When you're done looking at the overpriced Shays Lounge, you walk right up the steps.
The Chase Lounge, that's $14,000.
Whatever, man. I'm not saying you have to buy that. Instead, I want you to go upstairs, and I want you to they do a wonderful smash burger. It's very good.
It's about $35, I think.
They do a great steak sandwich with a little jus for dipping.
Yeah.
The fries are out of this world. You're going to just have a little sandwich and a little cone of fries and a little pop. And it's going to run you like, $70.
Which think about this. Think about this. That is good. I would say
I
do
just
it too.
paid $6 for my gallon of gas today.
It's crazy.
Who cares at this point?
How can the Restoration Hardware burger go for that? And then the Hyde Park burger sub $20? How do they do that? How is gas costing what it costs? Then Hyde Park has their steak burger that's $16
It's
at the
probably
location
like the
that I was
Costco
at.
chicken. It's a loss leader.
They
leave it on there.
They refuse to make it move
for a particular price because they know that most people like you are going to order a steak, which they have a great markup on.
Of course they do. And they want to keep this here for if you're just going to come in and have a quick bite at the bar. We would like you to get some takeout or sit at the bar and enjoy one of these meals.
Thanks for ruining this segment.
I did enjoy a little steak this morning.
What do you mean you had steak this morning? You cooked up some steak and eggs?
What do you mean? A little steak.
You had leftover steak?
I can tell this is going to be a thing.
Of course it's going to be a thing. What's the matter with you? Why don't you just rip your ween off and make fajitas?
Chicken fajitas?
What is you know what? You are a fajita.
Tomorrow night is chicken fajita night. All right. All right. Well, you can yell at me about that.
We're going to talk.
Pretty good.
We're going to talk. There's only a couple ways where I'll give you a pass on this. So we're going to talk about leftover steak, when it's acceptable, when it's not, and the Big Ten handing out tons of cash coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on that north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And watch for some holdup due to an accident that's on James Road at Dale Avenue. This report is sponsored by Sunsetter. With a Sunsetter awning, turn your patio into a cool, shaded retreat. Up to 20 degrees cooler with the push of a button. And right now, save $350 at sunsetter.com. That's sunsetter.com. Life's better under a Sunsetter. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and springs guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit telhio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in central and southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Whether you're refreshing flower beds or finishing up that weekend project, Ohio Mulch, they have everything you need to make it look like a pro did it.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better. Give me a mountain, give me a dew. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew.
Grab some ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Now is the time to call Comer & Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage floor has exposed concrete with stains and cracks or a bad epoxy or paint job. Well, a new Comer & Cross garage floor will transform your entire garage in just one day. Now, here's the great part of this whole story. If you call them right now, they're going to take 50% off installation. Yeah, that's right, 50% off installation from Comer & Cross when you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. Plus, they make it easy. They'll take your stuff out of the garage for you. They'll fix your cracks and pits perfectly like it's a new garage floor, and then they'll apply the proprietary finish that you pick. Yeah, I said it. They'll fix your cracks and pits. What's wrong with that? That's what you want. So call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to get 50% off installation. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to comercross.com.
Grilling season is here, and nobody does it better than Billiards Plus. Fire up your backyard with top-of-the-line grills from the biggest names in outdoor cooking. Perfect for game day or any day. And when the party heads inside, Billiards Plus has you covered with pool tables, shuffleboard, game tables, and more. Everything you need to build the ultimate hangout. From backyard cookouts to game room showdowns. Make your home the MVP. Billiards Plus, grills, games, and good times. Family owned and operated. Check them out online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Not all dental practices are the same. Most do a little bit of everything.
Primarily maintenance and teeth cleanings.
But where do you go when you need serious restoration? Who can give you a brand new smile that's comfortable?
At Runyon Dental Group, we are trained experts in restorative dentistry.
Restoration is all we do.
We can give you a gorgeous, new, comfortable, healthy smile, no matter what the condition of your teeth.
Even if you have no teeth, and we can do it comfortably.
Runyon Dental Group.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. The Cincinnati Reds open a 4-game set with the Cubs tonight at Wrigley Field. Cincinnati recalled right-hander Chase Petty from AAA earlier today. He'll be on the mound for the Redlegs. First pitch is at 7:10. Also today, Reds infielder Sal Stewart earned National League Rookie of the Month for the month of April. As for the Guardians, they're in Kansas City tonight, beginning a series with the Royals. Tanner Bybee will start for Cleveland. They get things started at 7:40. NBA, the second round of the playoffs gets underway tonight. The Knicks host the 76ers, and the Timberwolves are at the Spurs. According to Shams Charania, Minnesota star Anthony Edwards is expected to play tonight in Game 1, barring any setback pregame. Edwards is just 9 days removed from a left knee injury he suffered in the first round of the playoffs. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals with Reclaim by Awaken 180, a 10-week medication-free plan. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Please take note of this warning. This show will mess you up. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
All right. We got to get to Timmy's leftover steak in a second. But Big Ten handing out some money. The Big Ten Conference distributed a record $1.37 billion to its 18 member schools in the fiscal year 2024-2025, an increase of nearly $500 million. The league announced these numbers on Friday for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, up $883 million from its previous year. Now, this was the year that the Buckeyes won the championship. It's involved in that. So Ohio State, because of some playoff goodies and things like that, they get the highest allocation of funds. They were paid out for that 1 year, $91.57 million.
Damn.
Penn State's number 2 with just over $88 million. 14 members were between $76 million and $79 million. Oregon and Washington late to the party, not full share by any means. Oregon got $48.4 million. Washington, 46.7 million.
I'm wondering from Teddy if part of our, because we're looking at this on a sheet, did part of this get cut off? Because why would USC and UCLA not be in the same boat for their payout amount in that like mid 40 millions amount? Because 14 members are in there between 76. Well, no, I mean, if 14 are there, then there's the other four.
They negotiated a better deal.
They negotiated a different deal.
They came in before
on.
Oregon and Washington. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
thank you. Yes.
Yeah, technically they did.
Yeah, right. And then they came in. So that means that everybody is pretty much up to full speed. You know, Rutgers and Maryland and those newbies that weren't getting their full share, they're getting a ton of cash now too. And obviously the arguments still can be made that Ohio State is worth a lot more than that for what they bring in for the Big Ten and what they should get to keep.
Absolutely.
No one's saying that, but it's still closing in on $100 million with your payout. That would be a big reason why some in this conference would not want to give up some future stake for private equity.
We heard from Ted Carter before he was forced to go away in shame that when this negotiation is open again for a new grant of rights, Ohio State's not just going to be content with and shouldn't be content with getting an equal share of every other team in the Big Ten because they're not pulling an equal amount of weight. There's more on their shoulders.
You know what I found that was crazy? And look, not saying that it isn't right because clearly his deal got him this. Tony Petitti got $4.5 million. Former commissioner Jim Delaney received almost $6 million in bonuses and deferred compensation. A little Bobby Bow deal, possibly, for Jim Delaney. And
he retired in 2020. It's not like he retired.
Right, he didn't retire last year or 2 years ago. He retired, as Mike said, 2020 in the middle of the pandemic. And he got more than $500,000, $600,000 to be exact, in consulting fees. And he led the way for the Big Ten from 89 up until that retirement in 2020.
Right.
Good for him. He's making more than the current guy.
Let's go back to the lead story of the day. And that's Timmy going out for dinner last night, went to the Hyde Park, celebrated the anniversary with his lovely wife, Sarah.
They were tremendous. Just tremendous service. We had the little card there. And the other thing, too, that they do if you're celebrating.
You're burying the lead.
Well, we're going to get to that. We got time. But at the end of the dinner, without having to order any kind of dessert, like that's there, too, they bring you this little glass dish. Have you ever had this before? If you told them that it was a birthday or an anniversary, and it's like their s'mores explosion or whatever they call it. It's got some chocolate cake type of substance. It's got graham crackers on the bottom, and then they flambe the marshmallow.
Ooh, little flambe.
On top, so it's got that little crispiness hint to it.
How can that be bad?
And you have a couple of spoons. You just dig right in. You eat it right up. Had to leave room for that, too.
Yeah.
At the end of the meal.
Now, you had yourself a New York strip, and you told me that you had some steak this morning for breakfast because you had some steak left over. You say 14 ounce like that's unattainable. Oh, 14 ounces. The old 96er. The old 96 ouncer from Great Outdoors.
It wasn't the 44-ounce steak, whatever one that is.
It's a 14-ounce strip, which I have had there many a time. Now, here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife got an 8-ounce filet, correct?
She did.
Did she eat it all?
No, she gave me a couple of pretty good chunks of it.
Okay, so you ate some of that?
Yeah, I did.
In addition to your steak?
I did.
Was there an appetizer involved?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get?
We had the 5-piece jumbo shrimp cocktail. We had bread. We had drinks.
Okay. And how many sides?
We had fries. We had the corn pancetta.
Did you
we
polish
had the Brussels
off
sprouts.
all the sides?
No, we had some sides left over, too. Have you seen how they stuff the Brussels sprouts with the bacon bits? You've been there.
I'm aware of it.
You know how big this stuff is.
Look,
Mike,
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I ate like a king. I was deflating and farting the entire night. And I was fueled into today. And this is the thing, too. I almost want to have just a little bit. And I say I had leftover steak. You make it sound like I had an entire steak left over. I had it cut into strips already. I had like little 4 or 5 strips. And when I threw that and I saved a couple of the crispy onion straws in the little pile there, and I just dropped that into the skillet this morning, and then I cracked a couple of my fresh brown eggs and I did those sort of over light with just a little tiny bit of the yolk.
I'm not
with a little
saying
black
that's a delicious
peppercorn and
breakfast.
sea salt, and
I'm just saying.
So good in the skillet.
I did a quick little research project out here during the break, and I asked several of our guys, most of whom younger guys, right? Like Rhyme Time. Hey, Rhyme Time, you like a good steak? Yeah. When you go get yourself a steak, you ever have any left over? No. Look at Teddy over there. Teddy's the king of portion control. Teddy, when you go out for a steak, you ever have any steak left over?
Never.
No.
No.
Of course not.
No, I'm a man.
Yes. He's a man.
I'm a man.
And you know what? I don't even like saying that because there's a lot of women out there saying, I eat my steak. You're right. You
Yes,
do.
You're right.
All right? It's not a man-woman thing.
It's not a man. It's not a man-woman thing.
Human being thing. The reason why you order by weight at a steakhouse is because you can order as much as you want to eat.
Yeah,
okay?
that's right.
And if you had a little teeny tiny appetite after all your shrimp cocktail and, I got cream corn pancetta, then you should have gotten yourself a smaller cut of steak. You should have gotten something from the kids' menu.
Well, maybe I wanted more steak last night, and I was planning on having a little bit left over. Because maybe the next morning I was going to get a little hungry. And I enjoyed my breakfast a lot. Thank you very much. And I contend.
You contend.
Steak is one of the best meats to throw into the breakfast skillet the next day.
I wouldn't
What do
know
you think
because
about that?
I eat all my steak.
Oh, that's too bad.
I eat all my steak the night before when it's fresh. I respect the cow.
It's too bad.
All right? I don't put it in the fridge and let it die some more.
guess.
Let's cook it again. Let's get some more of the juices out of it. There's no way in hell that steak is better reheated the next day than it's when it's delivered to you fresh and hot in the restaurant.
I didn't say that it was better. I said it's one of the best meats that you can make the next day. It's up there with a ham. You know, you throw the ham into the skillet, it kind of glazes over a little bit. Not saying the steak's better with the breakfast than it is at Hyde Park. I'm not a lunatic. I don't care for this.
I don't care for you not eating the steak.
I don't care for the whole thing. For you, Teddy, for you going up to Rhyme Time.
Can I get a doggy bag? Timmy, can you wrap it up for me?
I'm not going to let it go to waste.
My eyes were bigger than my tummy. Can you wrap it for me?
What would you rather have me do? Stuff it into my hole until I'm vomiting all over their...
That's right. That's right.
Until I'm there...
Yes. You know what I call that? I call that job well done.
That's a man.
That's right.
He's throwing up his entire meal.
Look at him. What was I going to say to you? I had something.
Is it nacho time yet?
For Reimer?
Yeah, I think
he's making his nachos out there?
I think I saw him bring in
Nacho boy.
I want to be a nacho boy. Nacho boy. He's going to be a nacho boy.
Also, speaking of nachos, don't go out for Mexican food tomorrow for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Have some more respect for yourself and for the cuisine that you're going to put in your gullet.
What about going out tonight for May the 4th be with you? What if you want to go to like a convention and have Triumph the Insult Comic Dog show up? Ask you if you
want to
ever
go,
had intercourse before.
If you want to go to a jizz club like they do in Star
That's what
Wars,
the music's called.
It's called jizz music. That's right. It's not jazz, it's jizz. I got to tell you, George Lucas, genius.
Got to get Hornkamp for one of these new movies.
Jizz Hornkamp?
Yeah. Playing around, playing one of those like
Go for Mexican
Rebecca
food
Lobos.
tonight. Go for Mexican food tonight. Go for Mexican food on Friday. Don't go Tuesday. That's amateur hour.
I'm making it at home tomorrow. That's the easy call.
What are you making?
I'm going to do I haven't decided if it's going to be a taco or a fajita. I got the chicken. I got the beef. I can do whatever I want.
Some leftover steak.
No.
Make some fajitas that way.
Can you imagine steak fajitas at the household? I do have a little bit of a ribeye that I bought today. A fresh, well-marbled ribeye. No, don't.
Must be nice.
Not from you.
What are they paying this guy?
I know. Must be nice. Why does T-Bone get all the commercials? Give me some ribeye.
He does. Hi, T-Bone here again.
Timmy here for ribeye every day of my life.
Hey, it's T-Bone for sleep apnea, for windows and cars.
You don't have the sleep apnea. He's got to endorse that to stay alive.
That's what I said. That's bone. That's Bone's turf. I could step in on that.
You know what you got, though?
What?
Pee-pee.
I do have pee-pee working.
Pee-pee working.
Yeah, pee-pee working.
Right? He can have all the windows he wants, but you, my friend, are saluting at the mailman when he comes over.
He's not even a man like I am. But I don't finish my steak. But I can. But I didn't last night.
Let's talk about some real stupid idiots coming up next. Nope. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got a couple-minute hold-up on southbound 315 going from 670 to Town Street, and expect another slowdown due to a crash if you're on Hilliard-Rome Road between Smith Road and Manor Park Drive. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save up to $75 on brake service. Save $25 on brake replacement for one axle or $75 off brake replacement for two axles. Terms apply. Offer ends May 30th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, and a member FDIC.
Spring is here, but if you're still feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. You can choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center has the highest quality testosterone, and their providers tailor it to you. Head to lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
Hey, everybody, it's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year, I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do. Nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com.
If the look of your home says charming, but the look of your garage door says haunted, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
Who's Vice President J.D. Vance's pick for Ohio Treasurer? America First conservative Jay Edwards. As the first state lawmaker to endorse Donald Trump for president, Jay Edwards has been on the front lines, standing up to the rhinos and leftists since day one. Now, we need a MAGA fighter who protects our Ohio tax dollars as our treasurer. And that's what Jay Edwards has always done. He sponsored the largest tax cut in Ohio history, saving families over $3.1 billion. Jay Edwards has never been afraid to do what's right and fight for our values. That's why he's a 100% pro-life and 100% pro-gun conservative, earning the highest possible rating from Ohio gun owners. He's the proven America First leader we need to clean up fraud and keep our money safe. Endorsed by J.D. Vance. Jay Edwards for Ohio Treasurer.
Paid for by Friends of Jay Edwards.
Amazon Business. With smart business buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll look for a 30% chance of a couple showers or thunderstorms tonight across central Ohio. Then on Tuesday, looks like kind of a wet and cloudy, cool election day. High temperatures struggling to get to 70, and about a 70% chance of some showers, even a couple of thunderstorms. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Common Man uses his droopy sack for a bath mat.
Santa's not the only one with a big red sack full of goodies.
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
It was my lovely wife's birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday,
so
Kristen.
Happy birthday to the lovely Mrs. Common Man.
Just in time for Mother's Day.
Yep, so I got to go do it all again.
Same with my anniversary.
Back-to-back weekends.
Yeah,
it was all about my wife this past weekend, as it should be. It's her birthday, and then next weekend it'll be all about her again. And then I'm never going to want to see her again.
No. Shouldn't every weekend be like that for you? You want to treat your wife
with
dignity and respect.
Just want to... Well, that's out the window. Look at how I talk about her on this show. She likes those checks that come in the mailbox, though.
She doesn't listen to the show.
No, she doesn't care. What was I going to say? Oh, so, it was all about her this past weekend, lots of family together time, all that stuff. And so for Mother's Day, though, what she says to me every single Sunday, every single Mother's Day is,
I want you out of this house with the kid. So I can relax in the bed.
I got no problem with that.
No. Here's my problem with it.
Okay.
Here's my problem. It's not that I have a problem with the request. It's a perfectly natural request to want to have some alone time to yourself.
Give me a day of peace and tranquility.
It's great.
In a busy
I
house.
have no problem with that. However, if I, on Father's Day, were to say to her, you know what I really want? You take the kid, get the hell out.
That's not acceptable.
Are you kidding? Oh. She'd be on the phone to the divorce lawyer.
Oh. You don't want to spend time with your family on Father's Day?
On Mother's Day, it's perfectly acceptable.
Get out of my house.
Okay, honey, anything you say.
That's as much of a double standard as anything I can come up with.
On Father's Day.
It's the same exact holiday.
If I were to say, you know what I like?
Same thing, just reversed.
You take the little mini you and get the hell out of the house so I can have a day of napping and ween touching.
He's loved up. Now get the hell out of here.
All of that.
You don't want to be with us?
No, you just did this the month before. Don't you remember?
Man.
That's the problem that I have, is the fact that I can't get the same treatment.
I love how the thing that we will do is we will talk all week long about how much we long for the weekends. We can't wait for the weekends to get here. It's like every weekend, it's like it's some exotic vacation that we've waited 25 years to take just for a little 2 days at the end cap of the week called Saturday and Sunday. We talk it up. We're so big about it. Like we're about how exhausted we are mentally and physically with our jobs. What do? We get to Saturday and we can't stand each other's faces for about 30 minutes. And then it's just then we're just bickering about all the things that we would bicker about in the mornings and the evenings, but we just haven't had enough time together in the same house.
Right, now that we have some time.
Now that we have an 8-hour day all together, it's all this talk about, I just want to be together and just spend the day together.
I forgot to tell you,
2 hours
on
go
Tuesday,
by, we're like, Jesus Christ, when you get out of my face.
You did a thing that made me want to die. Let's discuss it. On Saturday, you discussed the thing on Tuesday that pissed you off. That's what the weekend's for. On Tuesday, you blow right past it.
Yes.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what Saturdays are for.
Right. Saturday is the day.
It's grievance day.
It's an airing of grievances.
That's right.
Where Tuesday is just a day that has not a whole lot of feel, except when you're talking about our show. And
We got a
thick, girthy Tuesday with lots of things and lots of stuff.
Teddy's not working anymore.
Teddy Tuesday.
He's not going to work rapid fire anymore, Teddy?
Just occasionally.
Who's producing tomorrow? The Goober?
Rhyme time.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Nacho time.
I thought he was a man. I thought he was a big man.
That just tells you
It's just a steak. He's here cooking nachos
how
at
much
work.
of a goober you are when he's a guy who can finish. You got Reimer and Ted. Ted weighs 5 pounds. He's the guy who eats the 12 chips in the serving size and then folds the bag and puts it away. Even Teddy says he eats an entire steak when he goes out.
Absolutely.
There's no way if we were all eating the way that I was eating, probably if you had my steak, and there's no way that was just a 14-ounce cut. That was
that's what they're known for at the steakhouse.
That was a big boy.
Hey, what did just give him 24 ounces?
Well, they saw that it was me. They saw that I was
It's
there.
Timmy. He's like, yeah.
They saw it was you.
Give him the big boy.
A little must be nice action.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Rachel Maddow's here. Give her the big steak.
I did overhear somebody. This is how popular that guy is. And if he hears this back, his head's going to explode. But every time I go to the internet still, I see more and more crap from Northeast Ohio about the Bigfoot families that are roaming around. And I have so much disdain for Dom Taberry and all the yapping he's doing about Bigfoot and posting photos on social media. We're at dinner last night. And over on the other side, in another section, I hear an older gentleman say, "Oh, he's a sports broadcaster. He's a 10 TV guy. Oh, he's been there for a million years." And I'm like, well, I know he's not talking about Adam King or Coco. He's talking about Dom Taberry. And then I actually heard him say, "Oh, he's been in Aruba this past week." These guys are just chatting it up about Dom Taberry over their steak dinner. Just having a hell of a time.
Well, that's all right.
That's the power of Dom. And I'm not there.
You
I'm
think
not
people
at that
are chatting
point.
about us over their dinner? You probably just didn't hear it.
I mean, I'd
you know
like
what they said? They said,
I'd like
hey.
to think that they are somewhere, but in that moment,
I heard.
I guess I got a little bit jealous of Dom
the
Taberry.
worst radio show ever this week.
Yeah.
Oh, you did you?
What were they talking about?
They were talking about peepees and wee-wees and...
Well, that sounds very grotesque and childish.
Skip Bayless will be on First Take on Friday.
He's not my favorite
First
Skip.
time since 2016. People tell me that they care. I mean, I don't. All right, if you enjoyed this, you want to see Stephen A. Smith, who talks out of his ass about everything in the world. People seem to enjoy it. You want to see a 70-something-year-old man who hasn't been relevant in 10 years show up and add something to the equation? All right. Enjoy this Friday. It's a one and done, is what they say, but I assume if it goes well, what else are they doing?
Just a matter of time before Skip Bayless does something else or says something else that's just so offensive.
Well, he says something else every day. He's got his little podcast. Nobody pays attention to it.
Who's listening to that?
I don't know what to do. The same people going to see this Savannah Bananas?
The fan of bananas?
Savannah Bananas?
There's millions of people going to see those Savannah Bananas.
That's what I mean.
Not putting Bayless up on their level right now.
Maybe Bayless is a top podcaster.
Oh,
I haven't looked at his numbers.
He's a big podcaster now. I don't care about this. People, I mean, their show does numbers, though, right? I mean,
First Take?
There has to be a reason why they continue to pay Stephen A. Smith upwards of $10 million a year when the rest of the company seems to be hurting. And all it is waiting for the next rounds of cuts to come from ESPN.
Look.
So much money is tied up in making sure you get those college football broadcasts.
I don't get it. But it's the same thing about Colin Cowherd. The amount of money this guy's made over the years. And to answer your questions, they must get ratings. He doesn't.
No.
He never has.
And how many clips can you go and pull of Colin Cowherd where he's just saying something so foolish or just has something completely wrong? And it's not just that it is completely wrong.
We're wrong all the time.
It's the inability to just laugh it off or say how you messed up. You're always trying to cover your ass. It's like you really think you're some kind of expert. You're not. You're just a blowhard with a microphone. That's all any of us are. We're not actual experts at something. We just do this job because we bring a little bit more flair to the discussion. That's what it's all about. The fun and the flair that comes along with it.
Fun and the flair, Teddy.
And the cream and the crop.
I mean, the idea that the good teams in the league would just allow a 41-year-old quarterback to string them along is laughable. Eagles aren't doing that. Rams aren't doing that. Chiefs aren't doing that. The Steelers think they're an elite organization, and they're basically haven't won a playoff game in, a decade? They're the Jets with more function.
I actually don't disagree with that.
My God.
I actually don't disagree. You got any gum? Hey, the rest of the mouth-breathing media has woken up about something that you and I have talked about. We'll discuss it in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got an accident on the right shoulder of southbound 315 at 670, causing some stop-and-go traffic from Kinnear Road. We also have a delay on westbound 670 from Grandview Avenue to I-70. This report is sponsored by Fusion. Crab lovers, this one's for you. Dive into Fusion's Crab Fest, featuring 2 all-new sushi rolls loaded with flavor. It's fresh, it's fast, and it won't last forever. Roll into Fusion today and taste their world-famous crab rolls before they're gone. It's Crab Fest season at Fusion. Check it out at Fusion.com. Fusion, sushi for you. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Every time you pull onto a job site, your name pulls in with you. That's why the pros trust Bobcat equipment. Buy the machine you're proud to run, backed by the crew that's been serving the industry since 1975. That's 50 years of showing up, long after you receive the keys. Bobcat Enterprises is here for you with 9 locations serving Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. On every job, you deserve a team that stands behind you. Visit bobcatent.com to learn more.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion. Replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Ready to move? Open an Ohio Homebuyer Plus account at CME Federal Credit Union and earn 6.5% APY for up to 5 years. Ready to buy? Lock in a 5/1 ARM mortgage at just 5% APR. Learn more at CMEFCU.org.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show features 2 Nicoles. One gives you useful traffic information. The other one yells, "What up, bitches?"
Who's ready to party?
Here's Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your stupid audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Now, we had the Mike Vrabel and the Diana Rossini and all that. And when that story broke, the day after, I'm an idiot, but I came on this air and I said, I have a problem. Mike Vrabel has to answer to his family. All right? Diana Rossini has to answer to her family. However, she's in a different spot because she's also a reporter covering the league.
Yeah.
Having a personal relationship with someone you're tasked with covering is an issue. And I said the same thing about Jay Glazer.
Yes, you did.
All right, I said
he did.
Jay Glazer made a big thing a couple years back about how Tom Brady didn't return his phone call in a timely fashion They were workout buddies once upon a time, but now Jay Glazer has vendetta against Tom Brady. It doesn't matter if they were banging or not. There's a personal relationship there that is skewing your ability to do your job. Now the rest of the media, they're waking up and asking questions about Jay Glazer. This is an issue with him. It's always been an issue with him. I don't know why we just put it on the back burner for so long. But look, we had guys here who worked at this radio station over the years that compromised their audience and their integrity by having personal relationships with people they were tasked with having an opinion about. We had an afternoon guy that used to go and play golf with Blue Jacket players. All right. And then when it came to rip up a new a-hole because they had lost 11 in a row.
Tougher to do that.
Do you think he's doing his job? Do you think he's serving the listener? No. We had a guy here with a personal vendetta, personal beef with Jim Tressel. And when Tress gets fired, he comes on the radio the next day like it's his own personal Christmas. Are you doing your audience the service by acting that way? No, because you have personal skin in the game. You have a vendetta. Whether you're having sex with the guy or not, like Diana Rossini was, or you're playing golf with him, you still have an inappropriate personal relationship. If you're going to be a reporter, if you're going to be tasked with going on the air and throwing out your opinion so that people can trust you, trust what you have to say, then you have to learn how to draw the line with personal relationships. This is not something new, but it's coming front and center again because of this whole scandal with Diana Rossini.
Well, Mikey, I don't have a lot to add to that. That is well said.
Good answer.
Well, very well done. And the thing of it is when I did the Buckeye show, for however many years I did that across 2 stints, it was closing in probably on 10 years of doing that. I would talk to certain guys on a fairly normal basis, but I always had to make sure that I was holding myself back. It's one thing if you have a couple of text messages that is about the sport, that is about a game, or if you're getting fed a piece of information because you are either quote unquote an insider or you cover the team. I felt like I was somewhere kind of on that line, especially when it came to covering the Buckeye men's basketball team and how I was at every game for years and years and years, pretty much up until this season. I always had to make sure that I kind of left that. I'm not even saying that anybody would have wanted to be my friend outside of work. Why would anybody else want to pick up me?
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying. It's a difference, and whether somebody comes in and we have a good time together, if we have someone come in and do an hour in studio with us. That's kind of what you see. That's about the extent of what the relationship is. Now, we also can, get to know some of these guys through doing the job, and you might be able to say some pleasant things about him. Like, I feel like that guy's a pretty good guy. We always said that about Chris Holtman, right? Yeah. He was a very nice guy. Everything that I learned about him, everything that I found out about him, seemed like he was a good dude, loved his family very much.
But you're also not going out to get sushi with the Holtmans.
No. There's none of that come over to my house on Saturday and let's have a backyard barbecue.
When I first moved into my neighborhood, not Mike Vrabel, he's on my brain now. Mm-hmm. Luke Fickle lived 3 houses down from me.
In the neighborhood.
Right? So I built the house, moved in, Fickle's 3 houses down. And my wife says to me,
"Have you said anything bad about him?"
Well, I mean, he's a coach on the Ohio State staff, so yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, it's happened.
Are you going to do that again?
Well, if my job forces me to, yes. And if that means that I stay away from the progressive dinner at holiday time that we have here in the neighborhood, or perhaps things are a little awkward, then that's the way it's going to have to be.
That is a tougher one, right?
It is a tougher one.
That's a very tough one. The guys in your neighborhood, you can make a great case about, being a good person is being neighborly, and if you're out and about, you say hello and you're cordial and friendly.
I don't think I was unfair or I was unfairly harsh at any point, but I think there was a time It's like we walked in here on a Monday and the defense gave up 400 total yards, 450 total yards.
An ugly situation.
Something like
right?
that. And who's the defensive coordinator? Well, Luke Fickell's the defensive coordinator. I got to say something. I got to do something. Whether he's 3 houses down or not.
3 doors down.
I got to do some. Call me Superman.
Very good.
I got to say something.
Yeah,
I got to do something.
What if? What if he had just asked you somewhere because you were neighbors and maybe the wives or the kids were playing together one day, like innocently on the street, and then out of the blue, like he recognized you or knew what you did and said, hey, would you like to go get dinner sometime? Just like hit it off or something. Would you put the kibosh on that? Because that would be a really weird one.
If it was, he wouldn't, by the way.
Of course. Yeah.
He wouldn't.
It didn't. That never was asked. But if it was, how do you navigate that?
Perhaps if there were other couples involved, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like a long-lasting friendship forming, no. I can't. Maybe when I'm retired someday.
When it's all said and done.
If he still wants to be friends.
If he still wants to be. You know what?
Me and good old Luke.
And Chris Holtman out there at DePaul, when I retire, maybe we can get back together.
My neighborhood, it's funny because, I moved in and Fickell was there and Mickey Marotti was there in the neighborhood too.
Oh, man, just a bunch of Buckeyes in the hood.
And then Fickell moved out because he took the Cincinnati job.
Yeah.
And Laurinaitis moved in to the neighborhood, not into Fickell's house, but just moved into the neighborhood. And it was good at that point because I'm working with James. He's working here.
Right.
So we can have that personal relationship because we're coworkers.
Right.
He's not playing in the league. He's not playing at Ohio State. He wasn't coaching at Ohio State at this point.
So then you have another tricky one to navigate, too, because you've got a guy that you've already been friends with, and we've all been work buddies with James Laurinaitis. Then he goes back into the coaching game, and he's doing it again.
Right. And you know what?
If we had to do this, if we had to rip the linebacker
James
unit,
puts himself in a position where he's drinking on his ATV and making an ass of himself.
True.
Then you have to mention it. You have to bring that up, and you have to say how that's not acceptable behavior. Kind of like what we did with Heartline. Hey, good job, dude. You're getting all these 5-star recruits. Think twice next time grabbing O'Doul's before you get on the
absolutely.
ATV.
Be careful. That's why we got up to that weekend this year, and you're thinking, good God, guys, be careful. Make smart decisions when it's the Woody Fest and Hootie and the Blowfish is there. But back to the beginning of the point, Jay Glazer never really had this going on. Like, he would always protect anybody that he was trying to get
if he's buddies
information.
with them.
He wanted to have these guys, he wanted to have them to, do some MMA fighting together,
that's just
have
as
them to
big
the
of a
house for
problem
barbecues, all of that.
As Diana Rossini sneaking around with a coach. It's just as big of a problem.
It is, and
we should focus on that.
She gets more of the brunt of it, and she should get criticized for what she has done.
Absolutely,
but no, it is not fair that a woman gets more criticism than a man in that same situation. I agree with that.
Foodgasm coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got an accident causing some holdup if you're on Georgesville Road between Parwick Drive and Hall Road, and things are a little slow on southbound 270 from Main Street to I-70 on the East Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save up to $75 on brake service. Save $25 on brake replacement for one axle or $75 off brake replacement for 2 axles. Terms apply. Offer ends May 30th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. Get free delivery during online deal days, plus $30 off your first online order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, it's important to us that when you call Pella Columbus, you talk to a real person.
You should hear how smooth it is when you call us.
You calling right now?
Yep. Oh, here we go. New windows. No. New window. Operator.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvus, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. In sports, winning isn't just about points on the board, it's about dollars off of it. From billion-dollar TV deals to player contracts worth more than entire franchises once were. Today's games are run on smart financial strategy. And just like a championship team, success comes from planning, discipline, and long-term vision. That's the same approach your money deserves. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Thanks, Bobby. Those core values are the foundation for any successful business. Because whether it's building a roster or building your future, strong fundamentals matter. At Riverside Bank of Dublin, we look at every deal and every opportunity with our core values in mind.
That's right, Chuck. It can take 2 years like it did in Bloomington, or 10, but sustainable success comes from fundamentals done right. Riverside Bank of Dublin, rooted in the community, focused on relationships, and committed to helping our clients win financially. Look for our new branch location in Bridge Park in Dublin.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You know, performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED get in the way. The truth is most men don't have to live with it anymore. You may be surprised how the right treatment can improve your love life. Remember the first time you failed to perform in the bedroom?
I remember it every time.
Maybe you laughed it off. Maybe she laughed it off. Maybe you flicked it a couple times.
We thought laughing was the best medicine.
No, it's not.
No.
Stop it with the Instagram ads and the Frank Thomas commercials and all that crap. I want you to go to the people who look at limp PPs every single day, and that's my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
They see it and they just know.
They have treatments with success rates well over 80%. I'm sorry, 90%. Why 80%? 90%. God. Some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Dear God! They have an expert staff. If you're like a lot of men, you could be having that hibbity-dibbity time the day after your appointment. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. You want to do a little food?
I love talking about food.
Hey, food.
Man and Timmy present
Oh, yeah.
Foodgasm.
Sponsored by GoGermain.com. Shop 30 brands and over 4,000 vehicles only at GoGermain.com.
All right, here's a couple things for you. First of all, you got the Krispy Kreme. All right, I'm a big fan of the Krispy Kreme when done properly. Unfortunately, some of our local locations have some problem with that last part. They have switched over to the spring menu. That means the blueberry cake donut is back. And I got a couple of them this weekend, and dear God, I missed them. Yes, because
I haven't had that one.
they got the original original cake, which is delicious. But in the wintertime, they had a cinnamon sugar cake, which was also delicious. But now springtime, blueberry cake, wonderful. I highly recommend it if your local Krispy Kreme has it. What I cannot recommend to you is the boneless rib sandwich that I wanted to get at Shake Shack. Now, that's one of their specials. They're doing barbecue stuff. You can get a barbecue burger. They're also doing a boneless baby back rib sandwich.
So what's the barbecue burger like there specifically? Like, what do they?
I haven't had it. I think they put like maybe some pulled pork on top of the burger or something like that, some slaw. But this rib sandwich, I saw a little sign for it. I was driving by, and it's got some creamy slaw they put on top of this boneless piece of rib meat.
Like that.
And I like that. Look, I even like the McRib. I assume this is a step up.
Yeah.
It should be. However, I enjoy myself a rib sandwich. I stop in. They got the sign right there.
Mm-hmm.
Out, the little metal sign they put outside in the parking lot right by the door. Rib sandwich, barbecue sandwich. I walk in. Do they have it?
No.
No, they don't.
No.
And look, if you're out of product, you're out of product. I understand things happen. Maybe people were going rib crazy the day before. However, move the sign inside. It's portable for a reason. Don't put it outside where everybody can see it and they get excited for a rib sandwich. That doesn't exist.
You mentioned Krispy Kreme earlier. I had some donuts from Lindsay's Bakery down in Chillicothe.
I ain't had the Lindsay's.
No, I'm sure you have, because I'm looking on their website right now because I'm trying to find out more. I'm trying to see like just a list of their main donuts. But Rhyme Time might even be
Circleville?
a guy. Circleville. Did I say Chillicothe?
Yeah, you said Chillicothe.
I'm sorry.
That's a big mistake.
That's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
My bad. Krispy Kreme with 2 C's.
Chillicothe.
It's Chillicothe.
Yes.
Lindsay's Bakery. My bad, guys. Circleville, 127 West Main Street. I don't know why I didn't even say Circleville.
Circleville.
The right way.
Oh, I like Circleville.
Round Town.
Circleville.
You like Circleville?
So our
the
neighbor,
Ben's Donuts too.
Our neighbor was down there. She did a little hike somewhere near Circleville on Saturday morning, and just out of the kindness of her heart, she brought us back a big, delicious box of Lindsay's Donuts.
That's nice of
And
her.
it was just their standard, amazing like cake donut. They do the pumpkin donuts when the season is right. And so you've probably had those. Somebody's probably brought them into the station before.
I don't know why that's a seasonal item.
I know. You contend.
I think we should
that
have
should be a way.
pumpkin donuts all year long. You don't have to eat them all year long, but they should be available for sluts like me.
I'm fine with the pumpkin donuts being a cool thing that we look forward to, and it's not on the menu the whole time. But as far as, the buttermilk or sour cream or cake donut kind of goes, like yeast donuts are fine, especially if we're talking about just a classic Krispy Kreme. That's probably my preferred.
That's a different level of yeast donut.
Over their cake donut that they make at Krispy Kreme. I would go with just the au naturel, through the conveyor of goo, straight into my mouth. That's the way I want it. But these Lindsay's donuts, they were so good. I want to go back to, you were talking about the barbecue burger. I'm wondering, if I were to concoct a barbecue burger, like what exactly would be on it to sort of capture that essence of like KC barbecue? Would it be like 2 smash patties? with like a little bit of delicious smoked pulled pork as a second meat, because I'm always cool with a second meat. I think that's okay in moderation.
If
It
you're
can't
going
be
to do
stuffed.
a barbecue burger as opposed to a Western burger,
The Western
those are
burger,
two different things.
The Western burger has crispy onion straws,
Or
barbecue
onion rings.
sauce, or a big thick onion ring on it, and bacon, right? And thick bacon.
Yes, that's
So
what
I'm
I think of
thinking
when I think of
we
a
can-
Western burger.
We lose the bacon on this, and then I have maybe even like a little bit of it. What about like a little bit of pulled pork with a little bit of coleslaw and tangy barbecue sauce on top of that slaw?
I think that
to
would
kind of
be
tie that all together with a little bit of cheddar
good.
cheese.
I also think maybe a burger patty and then some slices of smoked sausage.
Okay.
Or some brisket slices.
One of my favorite sandwiches of all time is it used to be called Kansas City, or it used to be called Oklahoma Joe's. Then they realized we should just call it Kansas City Joe's. And they have a number of locations. And they have a sandwich called the Z-Man. The Hog Heaven. That's the one that has the sliced sausage on it, which is just so good. Little pulled pork mixed in with sliced smoked sausage. That could be delicious.
There was a place. I think they have a place. I don't know if it's still open. It was a like a heavy metal sort of burger place in Chicago called Kuma's Corner.
Kuma's Corner.
And they opened up one in Indianapolis. I don't know if they still have one there. But they did the big ass burgers, and they did it on the pretzel bun, which can be hit and miss, right?
yeah.
But they use a good pretzel bun.
I
It's
think
very
if we're
good.
doing like a big heavy burger, maybe the bun, we don't need so much bread on the bun. But go ahead.
And one thing they had was they had a burger where it was, your burger patty and then a butterflied all beef hot dog.
Oh, wow.
On top of that, and they called it the Goblin C word.
Speaking of the
cock-a-doodle-doo, right? It was and it was delicious. You get your smoked meat in the hot dog on top of the burger patty. I think we can replicate that with a barbecue-style smoked sausage.
And I just had, at the end of my run, I always save it at the end. Whenever I do a Jack Stacks order, we've talked about them before, mail order, barbecue from KC.
M-A-L-E order, though. Yes.
M-A-L-E order. I leave their sausage for the very end, and then we'll make with something else, do it with another side dish.
People sleep on the smoked
It's
sausage.
overlooked. So good.
If you go to a barbecue place and they're proud of their smoked sausage, you should order that every single time.
And it's cheaper, too. Just throw it in there.
Fernando Mendoza has his priorities straight. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
You're going to hit a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 270 going from 161 to Cleveland Avenue on the North Outer Belt. And we've got an accident on the right shoulder of southbound 315 at 670, causing some traffic there. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit telohio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in central and southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Truck drivers, maximize your miles and earn top pay as a team driver at Schneider. Schneider just raised its pay for team drivers and has the freight to keep you moving. More business with small package parcel shippers creates new opportunities with DC to DC drop and hook freight. The advantages don't stop there. Schneider's teams also enjoy the newest trucks with factory installed power inverters and outlets, refrigerators, and memory foam mattresses. Join now and sign-on bonuses of up to $16,000 per team may be available. Find your team driving job at SchneiderJobs.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days will be here soon, which means high utility bills from your AC running constantly. Don't wait until the heat hits to try and avoid the extra energy costs. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Older windows and even some newer builder-grade windows don't always seal tightly. So your cool AC can slowly slip outside without you even noticing. And your energy bills take the hit. Window Nation windows are built with insulated glass, strong frames, and tight seals that fit just right. You get a cooler, more comfortable house, and you could even see lower energy bills the first month. They're so good, Window Nation offers a lifetime warranty. Plus, they're rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale going on now. The sale ends soon, so book your consultation at windownation.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. Second round of the NBA playoffs gets underway tonight. The 76ers are at the Knicks, and the Spurs host the Timberwolves. Minnesota star Anthony Edwards is expected to play tonight in Game 1, barring any setback pregame. Edwards is just 9 days removed from a left knee injury he suffered in the first round of the playoffs. The Reds are at Wrigley Field tonight, starting a 4-game series with the Cubs. The Reds recalled right-hander Chase Petty from AAA earlier today. He gets to start on the mound for Cincinnati. First pitch is at 7:10. The Guardians open a series in Kansas City against the Royals. Tanner Bybee is on the mound for Cleveland. They get started at 7:40. And Detroit's Tarek Skubal will undergo surgery to remove loose bodies in his left elbow. The team announced today there is currently no timetable for a return from the Tigers ace. This update sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty for a cash offer today. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The #1 show on Pope Leo's Spotify rap list. It's Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark coming up at 5:30. Stefan Diggs, he had his criminal trial start today. You know, the felony strangulation trial the same charges that he had against him when he was playing in the playoffs in the Super Bowl for the Patriots. But nobody said a damn word about it.
How did he get to do that again?
I don't know, because there's no video of it. He had a outstanding felony strangulation charge. And I don't think it was brought up once in the Super Bowl.
Was he ever arrested?
He was arrested
Or was
and
he just,
charged.
Yeah, he's arrested and charged.
They don't charge you and just not arrest you.
So he had to be out on bail to continue to play while he awaited his trial. Yeah, the NFL, they really do seem to move the goalposts around.
Well, that's
a
the thing
lot,
that bothers
depending
me
on
is
what's going on, what the situation is. But it's not like that's some light charge.
You'll have some guys that are suspended for far less. Like, personal conduct policy. You don't have to be convicted for us to sit you down for a little while. And by the way, I understand that. This is not the court of law. This is your employer. It's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. People forget about that last part. If your employer deems you a liability, they can sit you down.
Absolutely.
All right? So it's not
Forget about the court of law.
We've had guys who have been sat down because things looked bad. But for some reason, Stephon Diggs sort of just flew under the radar with this felony strangulation charge all the way into the Super Bowl.
I mean, we're going to find out soon enough if there's enough evidence to convict him or if he gets to continue on or if there's going to be any kind of punishment.
The trial began today.
Yeah. So process begins right now.
Cavs get it done against the Raptors in Game 7. They will face the Pistons.
Ooh, Jarrett Allen was a maniac in this game. I know you're not watching much of the NBA playoffs, but their big dude, he was a menace in that third quarter. I believe he had 14 points and 10 rebounds. Teddy's nodding his head in the third quarter alone. He said he stepped up. He decided at some point here this series to just become a more vocal guy. And apparently the team needs it because sometimes guys like Donovan Mitchell, the Spider, who's as talented as any guy in the NBA, he can get a little bit lax on defense at times and look like his face doesn't match the kind of attitude and intensity that this type of situation shows. Because with Boston out of the playoffs right now, this is a chance. This is an opportunity. And Cleveland, you've been looking for these opportunities post LeBron to take these steps and become a championship team without that guy. This is as good a chance as ever. You got James Harden and Donovan Mitchell in your backcourt and some nice complementary parts, too, if Jarrett Allen is going to play that hard. Let's go. Let's get it done in the second round. Let's keep moving on.
Crew crapped their pants against Minnesota just when you think that they maybe are starting to turn things around. They have a performance like that.
And they're
disgusting.
not.
And the Aviators beat the Gamblers on Friday night in front of 12 people.
Yeah. Everybody got those bobbleheads.
They did. Trent was there. Yeah,
where'd they send the other 4,021 of them?
No, there was. Yeah,
they go down to South America or something?
Can I tell you something? I don't care what the announced crowd was. It was 40-something degrees and like spritzy rain and stuff like that on Friday night. There was not any more than 1,000 people in that place. And they won the damn game.
That's right. They're winners now. Won, 2 out of 3. They're just out of the playoffs right now, but they make a nice push. Yeah.
Who makes the playoffs? Everybody?
No, I think there's 8 teams in the top half of the league makes it, I believe, is how it works. So they got a little work to do, but there's still plenty of time left.
Thank you, Teddy. Fernando Mendoza, former Indiana quarterback, of course, he's the number 1 pick in the draft for the Raiders, has his priorities straight. He was asked, because Indiana won the national championship, hey, you go to the White House? And if you're invited, you go to the White House? And look, this is not a political thing. He said, I would decline the invitation if it interfered at all with my Raiders business or OTAs.
I love that.
And I like that mindset.
I really do.
I do.
And I understand how for one practice to get to take part in such a special, one day only experience that you could find a way to make that work. Find a way to make up the practice time. But hey, that's
the new
also
kid on the block.
He's an adult and he's able to make that choice.
Well, looks like a child.
But he is legally, a 23 or 24-year-old man.
Do you think when he and Tom Brady talk with each other, it sounds like this? How are you? you find out that?
Oh, I just want to
how are
make
you?
sure. I'm doing good, Tom, but I just want to know what are the things that I need to do to put this team in the right position to win as many games as humanly possible
Are you
in my
eating
first
tomatoes?
year. Oh, if
Stop
you don't-
eating tomatoes.
Oh, okay, I won't be eating
No,
those
tomatoes are
anymore.
bad. Nightshades are bad.
What should I be eating, Tom? Anything that's going to be good for my body. I want to make sure that I'm going to do, and I'm going to get my teammates and my family and my friends. We're going to all do that thing together. Does that sound like a good idea, Tom? I'd like to do that.
Who's their coach there?
Who's their coach there?
Yeah. You said that like you don't know?
Kubiak.
Bill Parcells.
It's one of the Kubiaks. He was the offensive coordinator for Seattle, and they brought him.
Gary?
No,
is it
Dan?
Clint. Is it Clint Kubiak?
Clint Eastwood Kubiak.
Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah. Jump to me, baby.
Stop it.
I'm going to throw you.
Baseball. Reds had a weekend for you there, Teddy, in Pittsburgh, where on Saturday they walked 7 straight guys on Saturday.
What the hell is that? Who walks 7 guys in a row?
Tied a major league
and
record.
There's not just, I don't know, like holes being punched somewhere, right?
At least it wasn't going to matter.
Come on.
Right? At least it wasn't going to matter.
Well, it could have mattered.
I mean,
probably
yes.
not, but yeah. Who 7 times?
They lost 17. Isn't that the game they lost 17-7? They lost 17-7 in that game, right?
Yes, they did, but at the time it was not 17-7. You know, it was a closer.
They
it was
followed it up yesterday with a
5-3.
nice, frustrating 1-0
1-0.
loss.
Yeah. So, but I'm just like, how can you walk 7, straight times? You throw strikes, and then your job to come in as reliever, throw strikes. If you can't throw a strike, you hit the road.
Hit the road, you bum!
You bum!
You bum!
It drives me nuts.
Jack!
Hit the road, Jack.
Throw strikes.
Don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Teddy, that was good.
Ridiculous.
You make it sound so easy.
I can throw strikes.
Well, at least you can throw it over the plate so somebody hits it.
Yes, I'd rather
Right?
them hit it out of the ballpark.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
I don't think you could.
Give up a grand slam. I don't want to see 7 walks.
I agree with Teddy.
I do agree with that.
There's a point where you underhand it over there.
I would rather you see
quit nibbling around the plate.
The baseball just be bouncing around the ballpark like a pinball
that's
machine.
right.
Yeah.
At least you have a chance to play defense.
Yeah, I hate when they have like an 0-2 count and then they just start nibbling around. Oh, it's
Then
a
they
ball.
pick and pick.
Ball 2 and ball 3.
Seriously.
And next thing you know, the guy's
everything's
on first
in the
base.
dirt trying to get him to chase. They're
Yeah.
not chasing it right now. Throw one down the middle.
I'll tell you who had a good weekend, though.
Yankees.
Baseball Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Baseball Buckeyes swept out number 16 Nebraska for the first time in program history.
Can you believe that?
I can believe it because Bob Todd's got that crew playing some good ball.
Up about Bob Todd.
That's
It's
Bob.
over for Bob Todd. This is a different time now.
Who's the coach there, Timmy?
You caught me on a bad day.
Had a bad day again.
Justin Hare?
Justin Hare.
Jordan Hare?
Jordan Hare. It's Justin Hare. The Hair Man. Came over from...
Spilled a coffee, broke a shoelace.
Smelled lipstick on a face.
Left a note and said, I'm sorry. I had a bad day again. So we did Hit the Road, Jack.
Yep.
And Bad Day by Fuel a cappella in the same
Nice.
45-second time span.
God, what else could we even throw into it? My baby does the hanky-panky.
You're obsessed with that song. You're
good-
obsessed with it.
Obsessed
with
breasts. It's a good song. It was a good bit in the 50s, and it still rings true today.
I got some Buckeye basketball news for you. Buckeye hoops news. Huh?
I seen it.
Okay, but maybe the people haven't.
Maybe we just play along.
Maybe we discuss
we
it.
talk about it.
All right, that's what a radio
Fill you
show
in.
is. Huh?
It's coming up next.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got traffic slowing down due to a crash on Georgesville Road between Parwick Drive and Hall Road. And there's almost a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on that north side, going from 670 to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down. Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman here for Low T Center. They are the original TRT clinic, and they've helped countless men across our country get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standard that other clinics are still trying to measure up to. In fact, Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, so you know what's going in your body. Don't settle for compounded mystery testosterone. At Low T Center, all providers are board certified and experts in their field. They know the right questions to ask and the right tests to run to keep your TRT smooth and manage side effects. They will help you meet your real goals, not just your medical ones. And Low T Center has a variety of peptides to help with healing, muscle tone, recovery, sleep, weight loss, and even hair and skin quality. So head to Low T Center and check out their peptide therapy programs and get your free TRT test. Start at lowtcenter.com.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving, loyal fans and volunteers, an iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th, buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Sometimes, tough times are a test, a chance to prove ourselves. Colleen O'Donnell proved her grit in Laredo, Texas, when she served as an immigration judge and faced the worst of the worst. Human smugglers, gang members, dangerous people. Colleen ordered them to be deported, never granted asylum once, and enforced the law to the letter. Now, Ohio needs tough leadership on the bench, so Colleen O'Donnell's running for Ohio Supreme Court as a constitutional conservative with 10 years of prior judicial experience. Ohio Right to Life PAC endorses Colleen for her devotion to our conservative values. America's toughest immigration sheriff, Richard Jones, endorses Colleen O'Donnell for her dedication to public safety. And the Ohio leaders we trust support Colleen O'Donnell for her unwavering loyalty to the rule of law and the Ohio State Constitution. The grit to lead, the experience to succeed. Colleen O'Donnell for Ohio Supreme Court.
Paid for by O'Donnell for Ohio.
Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks. AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I look for a chance of a couple showers, maybe a storm tonight across central Ohio, the chance of 30%. And then on Tuesday, a cloudy, cool, and wet election day. There is a chance of showers in the morning, but the higher chance of shower storms is in the afternoon and evening hours. About an 80% chance and highs nearing 70 degrees. Still a couple of lingering showers on Wednesday morning. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Starr coming up at 5:30. Hey, Teddy.
Go ahead. Because after this, I got a bone to pick with somebody.
Did you watch any of the F1 Miami stuff this weekend?
I did see some of that, yeah.
Oh,
there's some good action there down in Miami. Miami's quite the scene.
I watched like 10 minutes of this, maybe, because I've been watching a couple of shows on Apple TV, and so I see how the F1 and Formula One recently signed this exclusive deal to have it all on Apple TV. And so it's very nice. It shows you every single broadcast that they have done, and it instantly saves it there. So I watched some of the sprint. And
Saturday, yes.
To me, I don't know, maybe this is because I'm kind of new to this. I've not been following F1 for a long time, but it sure seems to me that the sport, especially with a short race like that, it's so very stacked at the top, and it's got to be harder for littler guys or smaller teams to make a push. Like, I think Lando Norris started. Yeah, Lando started at the top, and I think he's on McLaren's team, right, Teddy? You back that up?
That's right.
And he started and led the whole entire way and then won that sprint, which I know that's probably not that uncommon. If you get into that position, you keep it, win the race, and I didn't watch the actual race. Was it good?
Yesterday, it was a little bit more exciting, and like Kimi Antonelli, he's from Mercedes, which has the best cars. He started on the pole and he won the race, but he had a slow start, and so guys got around him, and so there was a little bit of competition throughout the race.
So
decent race.
This thing that I saw that was blowing up on social media, though.
I know what you saw,
and I missed this, and this is actually something that I was watching because I clicked on the broadcast for the sprint, but I missed this, but everybody rebroadcast it and replayed it, so it was fine. The three hosts they have, there's a woman and two guys, and I know they have some former drivers that are doing this as well. They all have their microphones with the poofs on them, and they're doing like a walk and talk kind of around the pit crew area.
Mm-hmm.
And the cameraman is following them, and they must be on like a little, I don't know if he's on like a cart or something.
No, he's just
backpedaling.
Yeah, he's backpedaling.
Yeah, and doing the best job that he can with the eyes in the back of his head. But as they're walking, this woman starts to walk towards the camera. This ridiculously attractive woman.
One of the VIPs that they just let wander around down there.
She's not wearing a badge or anything. She's
not wearing much of anything.
The tiniest denim shorts.
Nice cans.
And the tiniest little string halter top. And the cameraman just completely, like he's not even able to control himself or herself. I don't know.
Yeah, how do we know?
Don't know. I mean, the camera completely left. Usually you can maybe do like a slight little veer. It's almost like it's center focused on this rocket that was right there in front of the camera. It was hilarious. And then she even made slight eye contact with the camera as she was walking past it and then out of frame completely.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello to you.
Hi. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Oh, over here. Yeah, yes. Racing. Yes, they're talking now. I loved it.
I know you did, Teddy. Did you seen it?
Well, yes, because Timmy sent it to me, so of course I saw it.
I got a bone to pick with somebody.
What?
Earlier today, television's Adam King, he was in for, one segment with Rothman and Ice? Does he sometimes stay and do a second segment?
Yes.
Well, did you see where he parked today?
No.
We've had all these issues with parking where we've got the fence spaces, and then when we get too close to our gate here, because the road shrinks down.
Yeah, it narrows.
We have to put no parking signs up there.
No parking.
And what has been happening recently?
People park there.
Somebody parks right on the edge, close to the no parking sign, and then people will still avoid that edge that has been set and park right in front of the no parking signs. Like, no regard. I'm going to park closest to the door. I've got stuff to do at work. My time is valuable.
It's always television people.
I can't go on the other side of the building. I can't go inside the building. I don't mean inside the building, but we have gates where you can actually scan your card, and there's limitless parking inside the premise. So your car cannot even be approached by someone that's walking out there by the street. So it's really the safer thing to do. Not really many of us do it. Now today, Adam King, he didn't just do that. He pulled his SUV around, did a little U-turn, and parallel parked 6 inches in front of our garage door and the door that we always enter in, where we swipe our key card. That's where he parked.
Well, he was just
for this
coming
segment.
in for one segment. I mean,
2 segments.
He didn't want to walk the extra 10 feet.
I don't think it should matter. I don't think it should matter.
Look,
I think it's jail. I think it's jail for 50 years for that offense.
He's been sentenced to death.
Well, then sentence him to death again.
He keeps coming back.
He's just not going to learn.
Zombie
King had a bad day.
Zombie.
That's right, Cranberries.
Hold on. I just discovered something.
What?
So as this woman is walking by, back to the Apple TV coverage.
This is the Sky Sports
it's Sky
broadcast.
Sports broadcast. My mistake. That's why I didn't see it. It's Sky Sports.
She is smoking hot, this chick, too.
And as she goes by, and Sky Sports 3 broadcasters are walking up, it pans over to 3 guys. This is how I'm getting good with it now. They're on the McLaren team. I can tell by the color of their shirts. They all look to the left, and they jerk their heads back.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
It catches all of it.
By the way, you buried the lead. We were talking about donuts last hour.
They do pumpkins.
We were talking about
I found out
Lindsay's in Circleville.
Yes.
And we got a nice tweet here from Jacob saying they have pumpkin donuts all year round.
Thank you, Jacob,
That's
for
worth a
letting
trip.
us know.
I wouldn't have gone down there, but now I will. Only because they have pumpkin donuts all year round. God bless you, fine people.
Well, they have more than just pumpkin donuts.
I understand
Everything that they do there is outstanding.
I get it.
I would suggest that you maybe try some other ones, too.
Buckeye basketball. Bruce Thornton receives a combine invite.
Good.
John Mobley did not, but he's still going through the draft process. He has until the 27th of this month to withdraw. And look,
I still think he will, man. I've said that a number of times.
But he's been in this process for a while. And maybe it's one of those situations where Jake Diebler knows full well he's just in it for the experience. He's coming back, and he's not worried about a damn thing. But until he officially declares himself eligible for this year's roster, we can't factor him in.
Well, the money I just think is going to be pretty darn good. He's basically going to have the keys
to stay here.
To stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's something that you're going to want to pass up with the opportunity to develop another year in college basketball and hone in on some more of your skills, because you're going to be the guy. This is going to be your basketball team, essentially. You know what I mean? I'm saying that as he gets to be the leader of this bunch. Amari Bynum, he's going to have to take a big step if Ohio State's going to actually improve on what they did last year, losing a 20-point-per-game guy, your all-time leading scorer in program history in Bruce Thornton. So that's kind of where I am. I think Mobley's coming back. I am not dead set that they're going to wind up a better basketball team when the results are all said and done. We do have those 8 extra spots coming to the NCAA tournament, which I will take note of if we can tell that that's where Ohio State slots in when it's all done.
Okay. By the way, I filled out a survey today.
You did that too?
I was sent a survey about the Schottenstein Center. You know, you buy tickets, you're on the mailing list, they send you something. They asked me questions. Would you be in favor of the remodel and spending money? Look, I answered all the questions. I said yes with a bullet that I want an exclusive building just for hockey, a smaller hockey venue. We've talked about that before.
Yep.
I think that would be great for that product. It would make me want to go to more hockey games. But I also said, and they won't listen to me because they're stupid, do not spend another dime on this stupid building, on the Schottenstein Center.
Well, you know what, though, Mike? I want I want people listening that care deeply about this, as I do, as we do, to, if you did buy tickets this year, look in your email inbox, fill out that questionnaire. Because please, at least then we could have something to stand behind.
Cut your losses.
Say, we told you this. We as fans spoke up. We understand how it's all about money. So if it is all about money, then like you said, cut your losses. The building is the building. I know you just renovated and put the practice facility on there, but stop doing it from this point forward. Then maybe in 10 years' time, instead of throwing more money into that place, we can just admit it's too big. We can't create the vibe and the intensity and the atmosphere we want. Shut it down and build something smaller and more intimate.
Be interested if your company was able to hold a banquet at the Schottenstein Center?
No. Different building.
Stop it. It served you, air quotes, well for 30 years. Okay?
Right, we've reached the limit.
Yes,
that's when you build new arenas anyway. And if you build a new one the right way, it could stand for 75 to 100 years.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane and causing holdup on westbound Lane Avenue at 315. Emergency crews are on scene there, so expect some extra delay. And watch out for a disabled vehicle if you're on southbound 270 after Cemetery Road on the West Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Coda. Tapping is already how you move through your day. Now it's how you ride the bus. Pay to ride Coda by tapping your card, smartphone, or smartwatch and go. Learn more at coda.com/tap. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If you get an HOA letter that starts with, concerning your garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we've been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
How do you make a UDF ice cream quake? Easy. Pick any flavor of UDF ice cream, add your favorite mix-ins, and you've got a quake. Now, how do you pick your flavors and mix-ins? That's the hard part. Ice cream quakes, only at United Dairy Farmers.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
He is in every single Hall of Fame known to man, including the Mascot Hall of Fame, because back in the day, much like Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini, he had a torrid affair with the Philly Fanatic. It's Jason's Beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, my friend.
As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about, but good to talk to you.
It wouldn't be this show if you knew what we were talking about, would it?
No true words have ever been spoken in those.
We dedicated the program today to John Sterling, longtime Yankees radio announcer who died at the age of 87. We've had some fun with him, playing some of his calls over the years, but you and I were talking about this. There is a special relationship that baseball fans have with their local announcers, specifically radio announcers, that I don't think any other sport can replicate for a few reasons. First of all, they're on every day, right? I mean, they're there every single day for you. We broadcast the Buckeyes here on our radio station. The maximum amount of times you're going to hear Paul Keel's voice of the Buckeyes doing a game is 15, 16 times, depending on how far the football team goes. But baseball's an everyday proposition. And I also think the cadence and the pace of the game leads to more personal conversation that you can relate to the announcer a little bit better. Talk about John Sterling specifically, what he meant to those Yankee fans.
Yeah, well, first off, this is something that you and I share. You and I have talked about. And there are just certain things that separate baseball from literally every other sport. Baseball on the radio is one of those things. And as you just said, because it's there every day, I've always thought this. It's not just a game, it's a friend. It's the daily sound of summer. And because of that, it stands apart from everything else. And, John Sterling was just one of those voices that rise above the rest. Tom Hamilton is one of them. Marty Brennaman was one of them. Vin Scully, Jack Buck, John Miller. John Sterling was in the group. And so I'm like so many people now. Even though he's gone, I can hear his voice. And I'll always hear it because he was one of a kind, and he had so many of those signature calls. I have to admit, Mike, when I heard this news, I started listening, watching the John Sterling home run calls on YouTube. Everybody should do this. It is high. It is far. It is gone. You have to hear it again. What is the Giancarlo Stanton home run call?
Stantonians, yeah. Yep.
Don't know what it meant. You can't tell me you can't hear it. Giancarlo, non si pro date. Is it DeParlo? It's something like that.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Right? Yankee fans, if you're a Yankee fan, you could not wait for one of those every night.
You've got the A-bomb from A-Rod, all those.
The Grandy Man can.
I forgot. Like, there was a couple I forgot. Watching the YouTube thing earlier. Didi Gregorius. Yes, indeedy. Oh, give me more of that.
You know what I love about it, too, is it's unique to every market. Obviously, the Yankees had their thing, but every single market has their niche of guys. And in New York, it's probably more unique than anybody because you have John Sterling, who's a character in his own right, and then you have like a former opera singer in Susan Waldman as your color analyst. And if you were to tell someone that who did not know, they'd think you were kidding around and fooling around.
Yeah, they're best friends, right? I know. There's baseball just that conversational game. You said it, the pace of baseball makes it possible. And so you feel like when you're listening, you're part of the conversation, don't you? And John, there's never been a conversation between any two baseball broadcasters quite like John and Susan.
Yeah. You brought up Marty Brennaman. One of my favorite Marty Brennaman stories is he's doing a game at Wrigley Field, and he used to like to talk trash about the Cubs fans and things like that. And on the broadcast, he made a point to tell you that he walked around the ballpark 3 times wearing his red stuff to see if anybody was going to say anything to him, and no one said a damn word. But he had to tell you about that. He said, just so you know, I walked out there and nobody said a damn word to me. And that's the type of stuff that fans will remember forever.
Exactly. Because you've heard that voice so many times, and it's always there. It's every day. You hear that voice more than you hear the voice of your friends and family. And you have a closeness to the voice and the man behind the voice that's just different. I've walked around that park in Cleveland with Tom Hamilton, and he's, oh my God, is he that guy? And I remember talking to Tom Hamilton after the famous fight at second base. Down goes Anderson, right? And he had no idea where it even came from. I mean, I'm sure Howard Cosell was in his head somewhere. He was pretty sure too, but people just attach themselves to these voices and these men, in Susan's case, these women, and there's something so powerful about it and something so baseball about it.
We're talking with Jayson Stark. It's Jason's Beef and celebrating John Sterling, who passed away, the longtime radio voice for the New York Yankees. And you said it too. It's for me, a lot of it was I'm laying in bed as a kid and I have my radio in my headboard on my bed and I'm listening to baseball games when I'm supposed to be sleeping.
Radio in your headboard?
Yeah. I had
wired in your headboard?
I had shelves on my headboard. So I have my radio.
Oh, you had a physical radio.
A physical radio.
I thought you had some sort of wired-in headboard.
No, man. So it's like within arm's reach. I literally just reach behind my head and I can get to the volume knob and the little, change the radio station knob as well, the tuner. And so, like, those guys are friends. Like, you feel like you're part of it. And I would imagine you being a baseball lifer, these are the best guys to become friends with because their stories are endless and their knowledge about the teams. Most of these guys do the job for 30, 40, 50 years. They don't leave because it's the dream job and you want to do it until you die.
Yeah, that's a great point. Think of the tenure of John Sterling, who he started in 1989 and didn't miss a game for 30 years. Not only did he do the Yankees for 30 years, he didn't miss a game until the 31st season.
Incredible.
Didn't feel well for a few days. That's just mind-blowing. And I had dinner with Eric Nadel of the Rangers, and he's closing in on 50 years of doing Ranger games. And, around America, people don't know Eric, but in Texas, he's another one of these voices. As long as there have been the Rangers just about, there's been Eric Nadel. The players come, the players go. The seasons are, some of them are very forgettable, but these people, these voices, they're the constant. It's beautiful.
You have one broadcast team for one last baseball game that you're ever going to hear on the radio.
Oh, man.
Who's broadcasting the game? Play-by-play and color.
Oh, man.
Can you allow them to mix radio and TV?
If you want to.
Well, Vin Scully's got to call the game.
I thought you'd go with Harry Callis.
I love Harry.
I know you do.
Yeah. I would love to hear Harry call one more game. Who would he? Okay, we'll go with Harry. Just because that's me. That's my personal timeline. So who should do the game with Harry? How about the in his prime Tim McCarver? Is that people would probably, some of them wouldn't like that choice, but Timmy had so many levels to him. It was fun, and you learned something always. And by the way, I taught Tim McCarver how to keep score of a baseball game.
You taught him?
Really?
How
to fill out the sheet?
Box. He came into the press box one day and he said, I don't know how to keep score. How do you keep score? So that's how it happened. I'm serious.
That's quite the claim to fame.
Right? Well, baseball players don't do that.
Right, they play.
And baseball broadcasters kind of need to do that. Not all of them. Who would be your dream team?
Well, I don't know, because a lot of it involves, like you brought up Harry Callis, and it's guys that you sort of grew up.
That's fine, though.
Being around. Like, he's still living. He's still with us. But Hawk Harrelson, to me, is one of the ultimate baseball characters of all time. And he's one of the few guys that didn't do radio. He did television. Most of these characters are radio guys, right? But maybe Hawk Harrelson and someone he could fight.
Somebody who would annoy him in the booth?
Yes, someone who would annoy him. You know what? I'll do Hawk Harrelson, and I will do Joe Nuxall. That's my
Nuxall is good.
That's my booth.
John Miller's got to be my guy. I think you mentioned him earlier. He's just been what a pristine voice. Serving for the Orioles as a local guy for a stretch when I was growing up.
He's been with the Giants for how long?
He's been with the Giants forever. And also give me Joe Morgan, the Sunday Night Baseball crew for many years. I loved John and Joe together.
And John, the greatest thing about John doing Sunday Night Baseball would be, all right, he's in L.A. tonight, so he's going to imitate Vin. He's in Philly tonight, so he's going to do Harry Callis. He had a great one of Harry Callis taking out the trash. John's one of the greats.
Jayson, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week, buddy.
Enjoyed this, my friends. Thanks.
Jayson's beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
You're going to hit a 10-minute slowdown on westbound 670 if you're going from Leonard Avenue to Neal Avenue. And there's a couple-minute delay on eastbound US 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Sunsetter. With a Sunsetter awning, turn your patio into a cool, shaded retreat. Up to 20 degrees cooler with the push of a button. And right now, save $350 at sunsetter.com. That's sunsetter.com. Life's better under a Sunsetter. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Had a few repairs to your furnace or air conditioner this year, and now your system is acting up again? Stop patching problems and start enjoying worry-free comfort with Logan Services. We'll repair your system fast, or if it's time, replace it with a brand new one. And if you've had repair work done in the past year, no matter who did it, we'll pay you back up to $3,000 when you choose replacement. We're making home comfort easy. Logan Services.
Recently, our company softball team lost a big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
Give me a mountain, give me a dew. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew.
Grab
Grab some ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Matt Fontana and Austin Ward with you tonight.
Very good.
I think Beamer's coming back on Friday from paternity leave.
Yeah, Beamer and the new baby, Benjamin.
The new baby's going to host them on Friday?
Yeah. No, it'll be Beam, Ben, and Willie. Big bro Willie will show Benny the ropes.
I used to be able to
do
3-month-old. Hell of a baby cry. I haven't tried it in like 20 years.
I would not like you to give it right now.
Try and give
Goo
it a
goo
little
gaga.
No, that's not good. Hold on.
No.
Let me try. Get the pipes ready. There's a little Evan Turner in it, right?
Jesus Christ.
Player of the year, mofo! I'll never forget.
I can't unhear that. Why have I never
Years
heard
ago,
you do that? That's
we used to run these PSAs.
Yuck.
Former Buckeye Lawrence Funderburk would be on this PSA, and he'd be talking about don't shake your baby. And I remember as a young man listening to that, and I'm like, who the hell would ever shake their baby? Lawrence Funderburk, why are you telling me this? This is ridiculous. And then you have a baby, right? And sometimes that baby just will not stop. You've done it all. You've fed it. You've burped it. You've changed it. You've sung to it and swung to it.
And there's actually people out there that after that's all done, you think about,
there's a moment in time where every parent thinks, will you just shut up? But I remember at that time, I was never really going to do it. But at that time,
you're scaring Dad.
I remember Samantha wouldn't stop crying. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been up all night long. And I remember Lawrence Funderburk in my head.
Don't shake her baby.
Don't shake your baby. And it's like, oh, Lawrence said don't do it. Now, it's not like I would have done it otherwise. But it is an important message.
What if
we will get very frustrated? Do not shake the baby.
What if Lawrence Fishburne also told you not to shake your baby?
I wouldn't listen to him.
Neo, do not shake that baby.
I only listen to former Buckeyes.
Ah. That's what does it. Hey, good news.
Yeah.
I found out who that smoke show was that was walking in the paddock at the F1 sprint qualifying race.
Xena Warrior Princess?
It was a descendant of Xena the Princess Warrior. So
Warrior Princess.
Apparently, Warrior Princess, Princess Warrior, I don't care. It was the World Cup's sexiest fan. She gained that title, I guess, at the 2018 tournament. I don't know.
Well, she is.
I don't know why. I think
sexy.
she was probably just caught on.
Why?
She was just. I don't know if there was an actual competition or if she was just caught on camera and they just called her that. Her name is Ivana Knoll, a Croatian fan.
Let me tell you something.
Ivana Knoll as well.
Smoking hot.
My goodness.
Can you imagine what type of trouble Brent Musburger would be in if he was on that broadcast?
Oh, my. What a beautiful woman.
He'd have his pants completely off.
Whoa. Gorgeous. Yes, Brent. Yes, indeed.
The Back Page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Caleb Downs has the top-selling rookie jersey so far. Did you know that?
Well, he'd be drafted by the Cowboys. That makes sense.
And I don't think Teddy has even purchased one yet. How about that jersey number that he's wearing? A lot of people are making noise about that jersey number, but it's not affecting the sales so far. They say this guy, Caleb Downs, does not look right in anything other than a single-digit jersey. Yeah, wearing 2, wearing 1, anything.
That'd be great.
I can understand that. That's definitely the sexier jersey number nowadays. I found myself in thought about this too, because it's going this way for middle school football, even high school football. Everybody wants those single-digit jersey numbers or the lower jersey numbers, even into the teens, which, as we always knew growing up, that was really reserved for quarterbacks. Anything 13, Dan Marino, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, up to 19, Johnny Unitas, those numbers.
Bernie Kosar,
exactly. But no wide receivers get a kick out of being in the 80s anymore. And even at Ohio State right now, the 80s are just it's all the tight ends.
And Cornell Tate's, 14?
He was 17.
No, I'm saying with the Titans.
With the Titans, he's 14.
He took 14. 17 wasn't available. So he still stayed in those quarterback
It's
numbers.
just going to take one guy to be awesome who's wearing an 80.
88, man.
And then all of a sudden, guys are going to want that number again.
88 is still cool as hell.
84, Randy Moss.
84,
but 88, that's the one for the Cowboys, too. That's the big number.
Yeah.
Stabbing.
Irvin.
Stabbing people in the neck.
Irvin.
Well, no, you had Drew Pearson, and you also have CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, that guy did have it coming.
Des Bryant.
He said some stuff.
I want to congratulate the Fishy sent this to me. He's a proud graduate of the University of Illinois, and I guess every single year they give an award for the best piece of investigative reporting by a member of the Daily Illini staff. And I guess that award's going to be named soon. The award is named the John C. Treblecock Memorial Award.
Did you say Treblecock?
Treblecock, yeah.
Like bass and treble? Shuttlecock?
No, not shuttlecock.
You
That's
can hit
different.
a shuttlecock really fast.
Treblecock. He was the faculty dean of the journalism college from 1948 until 1955. So Professor Treblecock.
I guess he isn't all about that bass. Yeah. Let me just put on my sunglasses.
Buckeye Show's next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
You should avoid Hilliard Rome Road between Smith Road and Manor Park Drive. That's currently closed due to an accident, so seek an alternate route there. And we've got some slowdown due to a crash on the right shoulder of westbound 270 after Cleveland Avenue on the North Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Ashcroft and Oak. Show her, you see her. The late nights, early mornings, all the little things. She sees it. This Mother's Day, show her, you see her. Ashcroft and Oak, because she's worth it. Shop today at fornowandforever.com. I'm Nicole.